Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes. You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming. Your tax pros at 672 West Main Street in Lander, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry. And this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org. A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Good afternoon, Lander Valley soccer fans. My name is Taryn Debley, bringing you today WYO Today Media's YouTube broadcast of the Lander Tigers soccer programs as they take on Douglas today here at Bill Bush Stadium over at Lander Valley High School. So far this year, the Tigers, both boys and girls, are 2-0 on this season. So right now, the girls are finishing up their pregame huddle. They're going to take on the Douglas Lady Bearcats, who are 2-1 on the season so far, and looks like they have a pretty solid team. Later this evening, about 5 o'clock, the boys will also take on the Douglas Bearcats, who are 1-2. And just as I say that, the teams are now making their way to the officials table, and they're getting ready to run out for the starting lineups. We'll take a quick moment here to roll a sponsor's ad, and we'll come right back here in about 1 minute with the start of this game.
About things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains.
Welcome back to Bill Bush Stadium as the Lander Valley Lady Tigers are just about underway. We're getting started here with the starting lineups. For Lander Valley in the goal, it's going to be number 0, the freshman Angrud. Then number 3, Addie Rounds. Number 5, Tinley Rysick. Number 9, Brindley Hammond. Number 10, Britt Richards. Number 11, Aurelia Reagan. Number 12, Finley Morton. Number 15, Addie Weston. Number 23, Blue Blackburn. And number 30, Hadley Weston. And there at the very end, number 31, Georgia Chance. Just about to get things underway here, folks. It's a little bit of a windy afternoon here in Lander Valley. It's not particularly cold. We do have a little bit of overcast there in the background towards the beautiful South Pass and Wind River Mountain Range just to our west. We are just now getting word that we are going to do a national anthem, so I'll step away just for a moment, and I'll be right back.
Here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and
All right, welcome back. Always a good thing to do. Start here with the national anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance. Got two good-looking soccer teams getting ready to take off. The referees are running now to their positions, and we are just about underway. Lander Valley Lady Tigers 2-0 so far on the season. They started their 2025 campaign over in Worland as they took down the Warriors fairly handily. I believe it was 7-0. Finley Morton, about 50 seconds into the game, got our season started with an excellent strike right around the left side of the defense to get the Tigers on the board here in this young season. Then they played Lyman 2 weeks ago before spring break and dismantled them as well, 7-0. So Tigers definitely at the forefront here, the 3A standings. Excited to see how things go. And the referee just now about to blow his whistle. I've got my stopwatch here. Tigers have 3 games this week, starting here today, Tuesday at Lander Valley against the Bearcats. They'll play on Friday against the Powell Panthers. And then on Saturday, they'll play against the Cody Bronx. And we are underway here already. It's Tinley Rysick on the far side looking to work the ball backwards to her back line. She does get it to Hammond, who sends the ball downfield into the Douglas half, chased by Blue Blackburn. We'll have to see if the Tigers midfielders and their backline are as aggressive as we've seen them in their first 2 appearances, really scooching up on the field, not letting the Douglas team have any opportunity to advance the ball down the field. Well, that would be the Warriors and the Lyman Eagles. Excuse me. Douglas does have something working here. Number 3 in the middle of the field. She's got the ball to her left foot. Fancy footwork. Looks like she might have an opportunity at a goal here. No, stolen away by Addie Rounds. Starting to learn the faces of the Lady Tigers a little bit more. It's my first soccer season broadcasting. Not really a soccer guy, but learning the ropes, so to speak. Tigers do a good job there of stifling that attack, just kicking it out of bounds, not letting, I believe that's number 13, Lauren Olson, the all-time leading scorer in Wyoming basketball history. She has well over 2,500 points in her career. She's the standout for the Bearcats on the basketball court. We're going to have our first shot of the game here come from the Bearcats, but it's collected up by the freshman in goal, Ang Rudd. She's wearing green-colored uniform today. We've seen her in red and kind of a blue color. Now we see her in green. This Bearcat team looks quite physical. We're going to have to see how fast they are, if they're a speedy team as well. But, man, you can tell this backline looks stout. Lander Valley there commits a penalty right about the 35-yard line on the football field, and the free kick sent down into the box out of bounds. It's going to trickle over here down near the corner. It was last touched by the Tigers, so we'll have a throw in here, first one of the day. Ball goes near side. Hammond tries to clear it, but it's taken away by number 1 of the Bearcats. Wow, quite the ball handler, but then it's stolen away by Blackburn and Richards, who were working on the defensive side there. Ball swung all the way over to Olson on the far side. She's working down that right sideline. Tries to send a cross into the box. It's deflected off of, I believe, Rysick. Out of bounds, out the back line. So we're going to have our first corner kick of the day as well. Already lots of firsts here to start the game. Here comes the corner kick. High into the box. Header is going to go out the back line, I believe, off of Douglas. So we'll have Lady Tiger possession. The sophomore, number 9, Brindley Hammond, she's going to send it out of the black and green Tiger football end zone. Wind definitely playing a factor today, as it has already so far in our first 2 games of the season. The wind this time is blowing from west to east. We saw a little north to south wind action last time, and it was causing quite a disruption on the passing game for both of the Lyman Eagles and the Lady Tigers. It was almost comical to watch some of the passes have way too much pace or not enough pace at all. Definitely wind having an impact. Hadley Weston working up against the midfielders of Douglas. They do send a nice pass forward into the goal area. It's going to be tracked down by number 10. No, just goes out the back line. Possession back now to the Tigers. See what they do with it, if they try to send it deep or make a short pass first and work the ball down the field. About 4 minutes into our game here so far. Hammond's free kick is on its way now. Coming here to the near side, trying to get it to Blackburn. Heavy touch there by the Douglas midfielder. Now in the hands of Georgia Chance. She's going to try to work this outside and sends a pass down the right side, deflected. Douglas has possession of the ball here now, as they have for most of this early 5-minute game. Long pass to the far side, tracked down by Olsen. She's probably the tallest player on the field. If you remember her from basketball at all, you know she's not just tall, but she's strong and fast. Kind of a perfect matchup here in the Wyoming sports scene. Very nice shot on goal. Deep from number 4 of the Bearcats. Angrud, I think, had a little bit of a tricky time telling whether that ball was going to keep rising or if it was going to drop. It did drop, and she stopped it kind of with her lower legs. Ball now at midfield, controlled by the Bearcats. Douglas content right now to send it down to the Tiger half of the field and let their attackers work for the ball. It's paying off right now, as Douglas has had possession of the ball for most of the game. Ooh, bad touch there by the Lady Bearcats, stolen away by Finley Morton. We're going to have a foot race here from Hadley Weston. She's working down the sideline, beats her man on the left side, but it's stolen away and kicked out of bounds by number 21 of the Bearcats. That was a beautiful pass there by Finley Morton, and give Hadley, the younger sister of the 2 Weston sisters, a chance to chase down the ball, and she did. Now the Tigers working on their side of the field. Kind of the same situation as just a minute ago. Foot race now. Here it's won by the Lady Bearcat, 1 against 4. She gets the ball to the middle to Lauren Olsen. She's going to move towards her right side. Bad touch there. Stifled her own attack. We're going to have a penalty of some sort right about the 20-yard line. I believe Olsen she's sitting on the ground. Looks like she's tying her shoe. Her shoe, I think, has stepped on and it came off. You see that every now and then. She's got kind of a highlighter yellow color sneaker, or boot, I should say. We're doing some learning some soccer terminology. Got quite a good group of fans here today from both schools. Douglas obviously travels very well in just about all their sports. Have had an awesome, I'd say, 2 generations of kids come through the high school last 10 years or so, and have really upped the competitiveness of all of the Douglas athletics. Here they go again, working down the side, cross into the middle. Oh, it's just barely too fast, but scooped up on the backside. I think that was a shot on goal, went out of bounds to the left of the post. Nice looking cross there from Olsen, sent it right into the middle of the box. Easily could have had a nice shot from about 15 yards out. But the striker coming from the backside, I believe that was number 3. The Bearcats don't have their roster in front of me. It was, like I said, a nice pass, just nobody there to receive it. Hammond doing the goal kick so far today. She sends it out into the field. Rysick with the ball now. Sends it back down to the Douglas midfielders. Touched out of bounds by Tigers. What's going to be a throw in now here from the Bearcats. Tigers got something going here. They got Finley Morton working down the left side, sends a nice pass into the down into the. I always want to say the front court, coming from a basketball background, but it's Douglas's half of the field. Throw in now coming from Georgia Chance, the junior. She scored last week on a penalty kick right in front of the net. It was an awesome shot. She deked out the Lyman goalkeeper, went low to the right, scored her first goal of the season. She's been around the net a bunch already in the first 3 games, coming up from her midfielding position. Chance, that being Chance. She's had already quite a few great assist opportunities right into the middle of the box with Finn Richards, Blue Blackburn, Hadley Weston on the backside, and her big sister Addie. The Tigers here are, I think, going against a little bit stronger caliber of an opponent today here in the Lady Bearcats. We took down the Lady Warriors, who was an incredibly young team in the first game of the season. Then we took down Lyman, who wasn't quite an athletic team, and that really showed against the Tigers, who just have that soccer motor, can go, go, go. Douglas keeper coming out the box, diving onto the ball. She's wearing a highlighter pink uniform, gray sweatpants. You know, maybe being a goalie in this Wyoming spring soccer season wouldn't be too bad. You can wear sweats and a hoodie under your jersey if you want. You're going to be doing a lot of standing still, especially if you're playing against the Tigers and Grudge. She's had to stay warm these first 2 games. Blue Blackburn giving chase to the goalkeeper. Goal kick's going to be taken away by, oh man, that was Hadley Weston. A nice opportunity there and a beautiful shot on goal that just barely goes outside the left upright. We're looking for the ball retriever. Nobody's in sight. Clock's still running, of course. Now we're going to get a soccer ball clear from the left side. We only have 2 retrievers here in the game. Free kick coming from Douglas. That was a nice opportunity there from Hadley Weston. She's had a good season so far already this year. She has 2 goals, number 30. Her big sister Addie has 1 goal. She's number 15. Addie's a little bit shorter and blonde, and Hadley's taller and brunette. That's how I keep them apart, just because they're so dang far away from the press box. Can't quite see their numbers. That's why I've tried to learn their faces a little bit. You can always tell Georgia Chance out there. She has a kind of a left bandage on her left elbow, maybe turf burn accident. She's going to be taking a free kick here from the 40. This is definitely within range of Georgia Chance's right foot. I think this could definitely be a scoring opportunity here for the Tigers. If we can get a good pass. Ooh, heavy touch there from Hadley, kicked out of bounds by the Bearcats. Now we'll have a throw in. Comes Finley's throw in. She goes short to Chance. Fight for the ball, stolen away by the Bearcats. Long pass attempt blocked there by Addie Rounds, but the rebound does get to Olsen at the top. Shot on goal coming here from number 10. It sails just right of the goal, out of bounds. Have a, goal kick coming now from. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be Hammond? No, Reagan. It's number 11, Aurelia Reagan, the junior. She's done a great job in the back line so far for the Lady Tigers in these first 2 games. Tigers got something brewing here with Richards, Blackburn, and Hadley. Blackburn now working down the right side, right in front of the side judge. Makes a move to the right side, cross into the box, and nobody's there, and it just goes right in the goal. Not sure if that was a shot or if it was a pass, but it snuck through the back line of the Lady Bearcats and found that left post. Bounced right off it and into the goal, and we're already on the board here. Lady Tigers, 13 and a half minutes into the game. First goal here by Blue Blackburn, her 4th of the season. Awesome job there by Blackburn. Had the opportunity to work towards the outside. She did. I think she was trying to cross it to the middle. Hadley and Britt Richards were there, but the ball just snuck right into the net past the goalkeeper. We'll take it. 1-0 Tigers. Pass out of the circle, stolen by the Tigers, stolen right back by the Bearcats. Morton with a nice physical defense there. Her pass to Blackburn, a little too much pace, rolls out of bounds. That could have been taken by the wind there. If you're looking on the YouTube stream, you can see the flags in the background. They're blowing just right towards that right corner, right where the throw-in's coming from. Maybe Tigers work that left side of the field and get a little extra pace on their shots from that left side. We've seen this so far here in Wyoming soccer, though. The wind is always it's always blowing, so someone's going to be impacted by it. Tigers did a good job of not letting that affect their play in the first 2 games, and already 13 minutes into this one, Blue Blackburn on the board for the Tigers. 25 minutes to go here in the first half. Tigers got something brewing here on the right side, but it's stolen away by the Bearcats. Nice individual offense there by number 3 from the Lady Bearcats. But not before Addie Round snuffed out the play and kicked it out of bounds. No, that was Rysick. Tinley Rysick. Throw in goes out of bounds beyond the back line, just past the right upright of the post. Blackburn working down the right side again, kind of reminiscent of her first goal. Makes a move to the outside, touched out of bounds there by the Lady Bearcats. Tigers doing a really good job of getting it to the speedy Blackburn on the outside, just a junior. I'm excited to see how she progresses in her senior year next year. This is going to be a fun season, I think, for the Lady Tigers. We've got senior leadership, we've got great coaching, we've got athleticism, we've got tough defense. Oh, I was mistaken. It went out the back line. We'll have a corner kick here from Finley. Left foot on its way into the box. Ooh, and collected up by the goalkeeper. Gutsy save there. Just about into the 18th minute, Douglas is going to make 3 substitutions, bringing out 2 from the back line and a center midfielder, excuse me. Throw in from Morton. Ran all that way from the near side corner to make that throw in. Nice job there by Addie Rounds. 2-on-1 opportunity with the Bearcats just not able to get past Rounds. As we've seen so far this year, the strikers of the Lady Tigers, they're not afraid to mix it up. They're physical. If they sense an opportunity to make a steal near the Douglas goal, they're going to do it. Tigers working back here, trying to get another attack, building up. Long touch out of bounds, throw in here from the Lady Bearcats. Good opportunity here for the Tigers. Oh, big collision with Ang Rudd and Lauren Olson right about the 10-yard line on the football field. Rudd had to come out of the goal there. It would have surely been a goal from the Bearcats. They had an excellent pass, one-on-one opportunity, and she sprinted out and cleared the ball away, but then immediately collided with Olson. Both seemed to be okay. I'm guessing they're both shaken up a little bit. It was a hard collision. You see that every now in soccer, two guys or two gals going hard for the ball, and just that time they just went face to face. Coming into the game now for the Tigers is number 8, Harlow Baker. She's going to replace Hadley Weston. Gets a nice high five from Coach Montero. Of course, Montero has the championship pedigree as a coach, as the Lady Tigers took home the title last season. It's fun to see how this group of Lady Tigers is going to shake out. They're, like I said, quite athletic. Seem like they really enjoy the game of soccer, and they really like their coach, too. Douglas trying to go on the far side, kind of stolen away there by Baker, not before Douglas gets the ball back on a left foot, shot right into the middle of the goal, but saved by freshman Ang Rudd. Had more action today in the first few minutes than she's had in the first 2 games. Like we said, Douglas is a little bit stronger caliber of an opponent than we've seen from Moreland and Lyman. Douglas keeper comes clear over to the sideline to tap that one out of bounds. Throw in here from Blackburn. Gets it to Chance, right back to Blackburn. Touched out of bounds by the Bearcats. Have another throw in here from Blackburn. Oh, Blackburn's just totally getting shoved by the back line of the Bearcats. No call. Touch out the back line is going to go to Lander. We'll have a corner kick coming now. Also, another substitution for the Tigers coming into the game, number 19, Claire Frankham. She'll replace Georgia Chance, give her a little quick breather. Corner this time going to be taken by Finley Morton. It's on the near side to the Left foot gives that nice angle. Maybe use the wind here and have a shot die down right in front of the goal. Here it comes. Good opportunity here for the Tigers. Fight for the ball. No, it's cleared out of bounds. Or, cleared away by the Bearcats. Addy rounds from midfield, sends it into the goal, but saved by the Douglas keeper. Douglas's goal kicks are going right into the wind, not having quite the distance on them that you'd think. Sixteen and a half minutes to go here in the first half. Tigers up 1-0 behind Blue Blackburn's 13th minute goal. Worked her way down the right side and made a nice shot on goal with a really shallow angle. Snuck it in the goal just off the left post. Tigers working again here. They get it to Blackburn in the middle of the field. Nope, taken away there by the Bearcats. Well, folks, if you hear that noise just outside the window, it's not a roller coaster or a speeding car. It's just the wind coming off the press box, kind of making that high pitched whistle sound. It's really blowing out here at Bill Bush Stadium. Not particularly cold, kind of a warm day, in fact. Douglas really going here for the goal. Shot from Olsen sails over top of the goal and out of bounds. New soccer ball coming from the far side. Back into the game is number 31, Georgia Chance. She's going to replace Frankham. Good minutes there from Frankham. Bearcats here trying to barrage the Lander defense. They got 3 pretty good opportunities there, but all off of a deflection from the Lady Tigers. That's physical defense there, putting your body on the line. Not putting so much pressure on your goalkeeper. That's what you like to see from the Lady Tigers, swarming the ball, especially when these Lady Bearcats have pretty decent dribbling skills, have able to get past that first line of defense, but then swarmed by the back line. As I said before, Angrud having more action in the first half of this game than she's had in the first 2 games of the season. Lady Bearcats are quite physical team, not the fastest team, but physical. Long shot on goal there, sails out the back line. Coming back into the game now is number 30, Hadley Weston. She'll replace Harlow Baker. Sun's starting to peer in now into the press box. Brought my sunglasses just in case. kind of a dangerous throw in here from the Lady Bearcats. It's going to be right in the corner. Tigers are moving up now, seeing if they can't intercept the pass. They do. Back now to Chance. She's looking back towards the middle. She gets it to Reagan. They're going to work the other side of the field. Ooh, Reagan not looking there as the pass was stolen by the Bearcats. Great defense there by Brinley Hammond. Had to go one-on-one there with Lauren Olson, one of the best athletes in the entire state. Just got shoved over by Olson as she cleared the ball away. That's going to be a free kick from Lander. Great defense there by Brinley Hammond. Quite the physical defender, just a sophomore. Chance playing keep away now. Goes back to Reagan. Heavy touch there, stolen away by Hadley Weston. Moves it to the outside to the left foot of Morton. High kick towards the goal, but it goes just left of the post. Coming back into the game for the Lady Tigers, in just a moment, will be Baker. She'll replace Blackburn, who signaled over to the bench, I could use a breather. She'll get one here in just a moment. Just under 10 minutes now here in the first half. Tigers up 1-0 on Blackburn's 13th minute goal. Tigers didn't start with much possession in the first part of the first half, but since then have really battled in the midfield area for the ball, and they have been winning them. Now, just as I say that, Olson steals the ball away from Reagan, and she's working down the left side. Gets past Reagan, looking for a cross into the middle. Nice opportunity here for the Bearcats. Ooh, heavy touch. Great pass there from Olson. Just not able to receive the pass cleanly. Now stolen away here by Britt Richards. No penalty there. She just straight up steals the ball. Blackburn working down the right side, makes a nice pass towards Richards. Nobody there. Chance decides to go over to the other side to Weston. Bearcats back line doing a good job of not scooching up too far. They're staying back. They can sense the speed difference, I think, from Hadley Weston and Blackburn on the outside. They're not really willing to let them behind them. Richards steals the goal kick right in the middle and is cleared away by the Bearcats. That kick looked like it was going to go 20 yards over the fence, and the wind just killed it right on the track. Now Blackburn comes out of the game, signals up to the crowd, to her mother, who's making her way down the bleachers, says, "Hey, I forgot my Gatorade." Nice. That's what moms are for, right? Right on. Baker into the game now. She's going to replace Blackburn on the near side, which would be the right side. Tigers moving left to right in their black uniforms. Bearcats wearing white today. Blue numbers trimmed in red. Lady Bearcats have done quite a bit of subbing here in the first half. It's really kind of added up. Feels like this half has moved rather quickly. Now we're just 7.5 minutes to go. Tigers enjoying a 1-goal lead. Bad passing there, goes out of bounds from the Bearcats. Another throw in here from Morton. She goes short, tries to get to Richards, who does actually come away with it. Moving down the left side, looking for someone to pass to. Looking for Harlow Baker. Gets it right in the middle of the box, but referee signaled offsides. Richards is she's kind of a pesky attacker. She's always around the ball. Anytime the back line wants to pass it amongst themselves, she's kind of just disrupted that. Now the Bearcats are working down here in the Lander half of the field. They're going to have the ball in the near side, near the corner, back towards the middle. Decent attempt there to get a decent look. Left foot. Hammond will send it away from the goal. Low line drive. It's going to be taken by the Bearcats. Lander's punt makes it all the way onto the other side of midfield. Fight for the ball between Weston and the back line of the Bearcats goes out of bounds. Throw in. Ooh, a little premature. Going to have a sub. Sub come into the game first. Five minutes to go here at Bill Bush Stadium. It's the first half. Lady Tigers up 1-0. If you're just joining us, it was Blue Blackburn who made a really nice shot, kind of a shallow angle, just to the right of the Douglas goal, and it snuck in the left post, giving the Tigers a 1-0 advantage. A little too much pace on that one, as it trickles to the Lander goalkeeper, Angrud, the freshman. Reisick throws it in, going to Baker. Little pinball action going on right now. Oh, no. Bearcats are going to have a good look here off the left foot. No, trickles into the goalkeeper. Not a strong shot there. Maybe she's right-footed. But that was not a good shot attempt there. Great look and great opportunity for the Bearcats. They're down 1-0. I'm sure their coach and their fans would like to see some more shots on goal. They've done a pretty nice job, but like we've said all season, thus far, the Lady Tigers defense it's quite impressive. Seems like a total unit out there. You know, sometimes you see an individual or kind of star player take things over, but not on this Lander team. They just are a full group, and they play like a team. They're giving Douglas problems here in the first half. More subs coming into the game from Douglas. They're playing a lot of girls. That was 4 subs right there. Douglas trying to get something through that back line, and they just can't. There's that time it was Brindley. Whether it be Reisick, Hammond, Rounds, or Aurelia, or Reagan, rather. I mean, they're just a tough defense. They're not really letting anything past them. It's got to be frustrating for the opposing teams. Good look here. Now saved again by Angrud. All the shots from the Bearcats have come outside the box. A few have trickled their way down to Rudd in the goal, but for the most part, haven't really seen anything with pace on it towards the goal. Baker working down the right side. Touch out of bounds by the Bearcats. The throw in. Oh no, sorry, that was off Baker. Be a Douglas throw in. Wind still whipping here at Bill Bush Stadium. We are under 1 minute here in the first half. Lady Tigers up 1-0. Another good look here from Lauren Olson. She's going to go past the Addie Rounds, but her touch was just too much. Wasn't able to get to a shot opportunity there. Throw in now, about 30 seconds to go. Another great cross, just nobody there willing to pull the trigger. Good look here again from the Bearcats and just swarming defense from the Lady Tigers. That is what you like to see. Somebody took a cleat to their leg. I think that's Brinley. Kind of hobbling just briefly on that right ankle. Well, you know, the shin guards don't always protect every part of the lower leg. Looked like she got a cleat there. And just as I say that, that's going to do it for the first half. Lady Tigers up 1-0. Blue Blackburn with a goal in the 13th minute. They're taking on the Lady Bearcats, who are 2-1, trying to make them 2-2 here at Bill Bush Stadium. Beautiful day, wind whipping. We're going to take a brief break and come back with the United States Marine Corps halftime show. We'll talk a little bit about the first half, and then we'll get ready for the second 40 minutes here of this game. We'll be right back.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair last year, and this year enjoy Blackhawk live in concert Friday, August 1st. Race you to the fair, the Fremont County Fair.
Detailing done different can protect your vehicle with S-Tech's Action Series, Carbon or Smart Series ceramic tint, plus premium ceramic coatings for maximum UV and heat protection. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Expect expert detailing to make any ride look brand new. Call 307-851-5158 today. Detailing done different.
Exploding at 200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes. You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Welcome back to Bill Bush Stadium as the Lander Lady Tigers have a 1-0 lead here over the Douglas Lady Bearcats. Douglas came into this game 2-1. 1-1 in the conference record, and of course, Lander Valley is 2-0 so far in this young season. It was Blue Blackburn who scored in the 13th minute to give the Tigers their 1-goal advantage, and now the teams are sitting down on the field, just getting some instructions from their coach. I love how organized the huddle is of Lander Valley, and if you look over at the Douglas the Douglas huddle, they're strung out and kind of scattered apart, not really looking quite like the unit that Lander Valley is. Maybe that's why they're been so successful this year. About 3 minutes to go here in halftime, just doing a short Marine Corps halftime show. Thank you guys for tuning in to Today's YouTube stream of Lander Valley Soccer. I'm Taryn Debley, and I'm very proud and happy to be part of Lander Valley Sports. It's been quite the journey getting to this point, but not traditionally a soccer guy, but I've had quite the great time watching these Lady Tigers and the Tiger Boys team. So we're going to take another short break, and we'll be back here about 2.5 minutes before the second half gets started. Be right back.
Your tax pros at 672 West Main Street in Lander, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry. And this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
All right, here we go. Just second half. It's just about to get started. 10 seconds left on the clock, and the Lady Tigers are breaking their huddle. Moving out onto the field. Looks like it's the same starters. Kind of looking through their numbers. I don't see anybody new. It's going to be Ang, Addie, Tinley, Brindley, Britt, Aurelia, Finley, Addie Weston, Blue Blackburn, Hadley Weston, and Georgia Chance. If you're just tuning in, it's 1-0. And the Lady Tigers have been powered by Blue Blackburn so far here today in her 13th minute goal. Beautiful goal, just snuck it in the left post. Totally awesome shot there. A nice move to the outside. Of course, it was a nice pass from her teammate too. I didn't catch who the assist was. Well, I'm not sure if it would be an assist, but the pass that set her up for a great opportunity, I believe, came from Tinley Rysick about midfield, but I don't quite remember who that was. Nonetheless, great pass. Bearcats start with possession here in the second half, 1-0. Sun's starting to come out a little bit more. It's not as overcast as it was when we first started. And we're going to have a Lady Tiger penalty. So hard to tell sometimes who commits the penalty when you got 2 or 3 girls surrounding the ball. Be a free kick here from Douglas. Down into the box, headed away by Brindley Hammond, but still on the foot of number 14 of the Bearcats. Left-footed shot, bounces right in front of the net, scooped up by Ang Rudd. I hope I'm saying that right, Ang Rudd. She's playing super good right now in goal. She's had a ton of action today. By my tally, she has 5 saves. Of course, I'm not the expert soccer statistician. Maybe one of those wasn't saved. Maybe I missed one, but we'll call it 5 for right now. Just like the first half, the Lady Bearcats kind of had possession for the first 2 or 3 minutes in a row and seemed to be kind of threatening the goal right off the bat. Now it's kind of back to the ping pong match at midfield, as we so often see in high school soccer. Tigers have won that ping pong battle so far in the first half, had a lot of time of possession in the first half, in a big collision over there on the far left side. A great defense there trying to get the ball out of number 4's hands, who's had good looks at the goal so far here today. I think that was Hammond. She clears the ball out of bounds. No penalty. So we'll have a corner kick coming here from Douglas. Nice looking kick right into the box, but headed and just deflected just enough there by the Tigers. Ball's now cleared. About the 30-yard line. Going to have a foot race here from Blackburn. And number 4 of the Lady Bearcats, she's clear up from the front. Now she's in the backfield. Lady Bearcats working on something here. Hammond there, of course, making everything difficult. We are going to have a tripping penalty or penalty of some sort on Brindley Hammond. I'm going to take a penalty like that all day long, and the reason why is you could tell that Lady Bearcat was gearing up to shoot on goal, and instead she lets the defense get back into position. It's going to be a free kick here, but I'm still going to take that all day long versus a momentum strike at the net. Free kick coming here from number 3. Richards, Morton, and Addie Rounds are in the blockade. Curling pass makes it all the way into the box, and it's tapped into the back of the net there by, who's that, number 14, I believe. It was a high looping pass that finally found a home off of a Lady Bearcat foot and back past the freshman goalkeeper, Ang Rudd. That was just a fight for the ball. And that time the carom just bounced perfectly to the Lady Bearcats, so she's just able to almost front kick, push it right in the goal. Now that's going to happen 1-1. Bearcats have been attacking a lot here in the second half already, just like they did in the first few minutes of the first half. They'd had some good string of opportunities there in the middle of the first half. Now it's Georgia Chance trying to work the ball down to the Douglas half of the field. Bearcats working on something again here. Too much pace on that pass is going to go out the end line. No, saved by Lauren Olson. Sorry, folks, about the camera there. Dealing with a little bit of glare on the window. Sorry about that, folks. Tigers trying to keep the ball away from the strikers of Douglas. They've done a pretty good job so far today, but Douglas is building up another attack, 1-1. 35 minutes to go. Cleared away by the Tigers. Out to midfield. Throw in here coming from Morton. She decides to go long, throws it past the midfielder of the Bearcats, but it's chased down by the back line, and we'll have a throw in now here for the Lady Bearcats. Had some tripping going on there right in front of the Lady Tigers bench. I think it was just incidental stepping on each other's feet. It's another nice thing I like about this Tiger team. They're not really a chippy team. They're just physical. They play hard. They're athletic. But they're not really griping at the refs, or they're not really getting malicious or too physical out there. Just a good, solid soccer team. Fight for the ball going to Georgia Chance. She wins the ball, got the defender on her back, looking to retreat pass now, and is pulled down there by the Lady Bearcat. Referee blows his whistle. Have a free kick now from Chance. She's going to try to send it deep, it looks like. She does. One bounce and then deflected away from the Lady Bearcats. Nice clear from Olsen. She's going to try to chase down her own pass. She's back up into the front. Outmaneuvered there by Addie Rounds. Two physical teams here. Nothing egregious or flagrant. Just two physical teams battling out for the ball. It's 1-1. The best competition we've seen the Lady Tigers deal with so far today. This game's not over. They're going to have to build up some attacks to put this game away. It's just 1-1. 32 minutes to go here in the first half. The angle of the glass window in front of me really refracts the camera angle. Looks like our camera's going sideways. I promise it's not. It's just the angle of this window in front of us. Nice to be in an enclosed press box here. We don't have to worry about the wind or the cold, as you do so often in the spring sports season of Wyoming. Ooh, bad touch there by the Bearcats. This could lead to something here for the Tigers. Touch out of bounds from Weston. Just trying to get it to Finley Morton here on the left side. Wasn't able to. Another big collision. Man. Lady Tigers and Lady Bearcats have hit the deck hard a few times. Like I said, I don't think anything's flagrant. I think they're just playing hard. That's why they say soccer is the most physical sport. You can do a little pushing and shoving and forearms and shoulders in this sport, and it's not really illegal. Hammond, nice pass, beautiful touch there by Hadley Weston. Trying to work something on the left side. Nope, stolen away by the Bearcats and cleared out of bounds. Tigers' best look here in the second half. Throw in coming from Morton. Decides to go towards the back line of the Bearcats. A little too strong on the throw in there. Lander crowd starting to get themselves involved here, doing a little bit of cheering. Tigers could use it. 1-1 free kick here coming from Chance. About 22 yards out. Lines up, raises her hand, and here it comes. High looping pass. It's going to be near the goal, and it's in! Another free kick goal there from Georgia Chance. 22 yards out. Make that 32 yards, excuse me. Into the wind as well. High looping shot just off the fingertips. The Bearcat keeper, and it's 2-1 now. Favor of the Lady Tigers. Awesome goal there by Georgia Chance in the 50th minute. Make that 2-1 now in favor of the Lady Tigers. That was an awesome shot there by Georgia Chance, her second of the season. Tigers now have a little momentum, little bounce in their step. Blackburn working towards the outside, can't do it. Her pass is deflected. It's going to be stolen by the Bearcats. Blackburn almost had a chance to steal the rebound pass. Man, I'm stunned by that. That was 32 yards out, and it just kind of hung in the air. The wind kind of just kept it up, and over the head of the goalkeeper. beautiful shot there from Chance, and that's why you let her take those free kicks. She has that scoring ability from deep range. Physical junior, second goal on the season now. Bearcat boys team just making their way into the bleachers now of Bill Bush Stadium, getting their game going to be starting in about 45 minutes. Lady Bearcats are starting to look tired. They are really walking, all of them. Their jaws are dropping, breathing hard. Tigers are sensing a little blood in the water here. See if they can't get something going. Weston here on the left side backs up and is looking to make a cross. Goes to the short side there to Blackburn. Too much pace on it. Rolls out of the back line. Goal kick now coming from Douglas. Good thought there from Weston. She had a chance to square up her defender, decided to go to the short side instead, back to the middle. Looking for Blackburn kind of on that shallow angle. Would have been a left-footed shot that time from Blackburn. Hadley's touch out of bounds. Maybe dealing with a little bit of a cramp. Kind of starting to wince and hobble a little bit. Just out of frame. Touch out of bounds by the... Oh, no, sorry. Penalty there by the Tigers. Lander crowd didn't like that call, and referee turns around to say something to him. You don't see that. Some officials you do, but not really in soccer. You don't see him engaging with someone in the crowd. He turned right back and gave it right back to that Lander fan. Good for him. Not sure if the call was agreeable or disagreeable, but Lander crowd letting him know. Bleachers starting to fill up here at Bill Bush Stadium. Both schools are having an opportunity to show out in the warm weather. Not real cold. Little breeze still. Well, more than a breeze. It's pretty windy out there. You can see the flags in the background. They're still whipping pretty hard. Lander's got a nice press box here. They got the heater and the AC up here in case things get a little dicey out there. Turn the heat up. Bearcats are going to have a chance here. Addie Rounds whiffed on the clear attempt, and then just as tough as she is, got right back in the play and didn't let the Bearcats have any breathing room there, and then she did make the clear. I love the way Addie Rounds plays. She's just physical, doesn't complain, doesn't look to the referees or anything like that. Just a good, solid athlete. Oh, another big collision there. This time the goalkeeper of Douglas hit the ground hard. Man, those passes backwards from the Bearcats have really put their goalkeeper in a bad position where she's had to come far out. She's squatting down there now. She might be injured. She's still standing on her feet down there, gives a thumbs up to the coaching staff. Good to see she's okay. That was a tough collision there with Hadley Weston. Both players just going for the ball. This just must be what it looks like when two physical teams take each other on. Neither team willing to back down and both fighting for the ball. It's been a fun to watch game. 24 minutes to go. Douglas working on something. Get the ball to the middle. Right-footed shot, curls, and nice save there by Ang Rudd. Dove on the ground like a center fielder, catching a pop fly. Then the Karen almost got away, and her paw reached out and sucked it back up just before the rebound shot. Great goalkeeping there from Ang Rudd, the freshman. We're going to see a lot of good goalkeeping from her in the next few years, I have a feeling. It's always good to have that eraser, so to speak, when those little mistake shots make it through. Just nice to have someone on the back end holding it down. Just past 4 o'clock here at Bill Bush Stadium, 23 minutes to go. We're going to have a long break between the boys' games, I have a feeling. Or between the two games, rather. Even though it's windy out there, I would take this weather over some of the typical Wyoming spring weather. You never know if it's going to be 85 degree, 90 degree day, or if it's going to be snowing. I'll take a little bit of wind for some warm weather. Bearcats working on something here. Cross into the middle, stopped by Brindley Hammond. Ricocheted over to Rounds, and she gets it back to, I think that's Addie Weston. Nice pass here to Hadley. Morton working something down the field. Collected by the Bearcats. Olsen and Hammond go down again. Those two have been battling. Hammond, the sophomore, and Lauren Olsen, the senior, about the same size, have been battling all day. Lauren trying to attack and Brindley trying to stop the attack. Brindley's got the better of her every single time today. Free kick going into the box, makes it all the way down. Nice header there, cleared away from Addie Rounds. Ball still in possession of the Bearcats. Fight for the ball now in the far side corner. Bearcat attackers are very physical. It's a good matchup for the Lady Tigers to see what some strong, fast athletes. And we're going to have a yellow card here to Olsen. She must have said something to the referee. Didn't quite see what it is, but the referee now chasing her over back towards the bench, going to explain to the coach. Doesn't look like anyone from the Douglas coaching staff has anything to say in rebuttal. Must have been an obvious issue. Of course, can't really hear very well up here in the press box if she said something or not. Nonetheless, yellow card out to the yellow card, giving possession back to the Tigers. It's Hammond from about the 20-yard line. Makes her way back, and now we're back in play. She's going to send her kick clear down. Give Blackburn a one-on-one opportunity. No, stolen away. Or, excuse me, kicked away there by the Bearcats. Don't want to speculate on what that yellow card may have been. Hopefully it wasn't nothing too malicious. Looks like Olsen's over there. She's got like a wrap or a tape or something on her hand. Looks kind of reminiscent to a thumb injury, which I've had those before. Never fun. Of course, you don't need your hands in soccer unless you're the goalkeeper. Ball back at midfield now in possession of the Tigers. Ooh, bad punt there by the Lander keeper. It makes it all the way into the Lander crowd right here in front of the camera. Throw in here now coming from Morton. Goes to the close side corner. foot race here by number 3 of the Bearcats and number 3 of the Tigers. That's Addie Rounds. You're not going to win a foot race against Addie Rounds. She's extremely quick, as well as top end speed. Gets up to her top end speed very quickly, and has a great knack for the soccer ball. Doesn't let anything. Yeah, now that's got to be a penalty there. Nope, no call. Rounds, just as I was saying, was tracking the ball down on a long pass from the Bearcats and closed off the scoring opportunity there, and then was shoved in the back. Ball collected out by Rudd. Long pass clear onto the other side of the field now. Tigers seem a little bit content to just put the ball in the court of the Bearcats, and they're relying really heavily on their defense right now, and it's looking great. Have an injured player here, Hadley Weston. That ricochet just from the Lady Bearcat went right off of her knee. Hopefully it caught a little piece of the shin guard, not sure. Nice pass there down the sideline for the Bearcats. No one there to get it, though. Just not a lot of, what I suspect, not a lot of communication of the forwards of Douglas. They're not really sure where they're passing it or where they should be, it seems. That's just my perspective. There's been a few, what I have seen, some good opportunities to get past the defense, but nobody's there to receive the pass. Touch out of bounds by the Bearcats. Going to be thrown in by Tinley Reisick. The LCCC commit. She'll be down in Cheyenne playing soccer for Laramie County Community College next year. Senior defenseman. Has had a really good season so far here in the 2025 campaign. She's led the team. I would say led the team in defense. She's just kind of all over the place. She plays midfield, but really gets back there on the defensive end, kind of just closing off those attacking angles, being just very disruptive. So we're happy to see Tinley sign at LCCC. Wish her the best next year. But first, we got some business to take care of here in the Landers High School season. Tigers are on their way to 3-0 right now. Corner kick here from the Bearcats is too wide. Nobody there for it. Bearcats trying to get something going now here. Left-footed shot. Just to the left of the post. Goes out of bounds. Possession back over to Lander. If you're just joining us, Landers leading 2-1. First goal of the game came from Blue Blackburn in the 13th minute. Then number 15 of the Bearcats scored in the 45th minute, about 5 minutes into the second half. And then 5 minutes later, Georgia Chance on a 32-yard free kick, which was just a beautiful shot. It hung up in the air and off the fingertips of the goalkeeper into the back of the net. That brings us to 2-1. Bearcats are sensing a little bit of urgency. 15 and a half minutes to go here in the half. Haven't had great looks other than the one goal, which was kind of, don't want to call it a fluke, but it was kind of a weird ricochet off of a corner kick that found the foot of number 15, and she just kind of pushed it in past the keeper, was in the right spot at the right time. Physical game. Lady Tigers are trying to hold on to their undefeated season, that just being 2-0 so far here on the season after taking down Worland and Lyman. Douglas working this near side, trying to keep it in bounds. They do, but it's going to go to the possession of the Lady Tigers. Coming into the game now for the Lady Tigers is number 26, Kira Hampton. She's going to replace Aurelia Reagan over there on the far side. Great job, Aurelia. The defense has been as good as it's been here again today. Lady Tigers aren't really letting Douglas have any good looks. Huge credit to the coaching staff of the Tigers. You got Abilio Montero, the history teacher here at the high school, and a friend of mine, Zoe Peterson, who was a Tiger back in, I believe, 2016, 2017, played on the soccer team here. She's the assistant coach now for the Lady Tigers, and they've done a really, really nice job. They look like a solid unit. One way you can tell that is when they huddle before the game, at halftime, and after the game. Everybody's arms around each other like a total unit. Nobody's bigger than the team. I love that. Bearcats are working with their possession control here in the second half. I would say they've outpossessed the ball so far in the second half. In the first half, it was the opposite. Lander had possession most of the first half. More bodies down. These physical teams, man, they're willing to put their body on the line. And it has gone down on the line a few times. We've seen quite a few Lady Tigers and Lady Bearcats on the turf today. Throw in on the far side from Hammond. She gets the ball to Blackburn right in the far side corner and cross into the middle. Saved by the goalkeeper there. Nice opportunity for the Tigers there. That's kind of how the Tigers have been in the game today. Their possession time hasn't been really high, but their goals have come off of really nice passing streaks. The first one being Blackburn. And the second one, Georgia Chance, was fouled just as Lander was building up a really nice attack. It probably was a smart penalty, seeing how the Tigers were really moving down the field, but you don't expect Georgia Chance just to bury one from 32 yards out. That's brought us now to 2-1. Heavy touch out of bounds. Going to go to Lady Tigers. Just about midfield area. Oh, offsides there. Nice attack building up there for the Tigers. Richards went to the outside trying to get Blackburn streaking down the sideline, and just one step offsides there. Probably would have had another great opportunity for a goal off of Blackburn's shot or cross. Just over 10 minutes to go here in the second half. Tigers up 2-1 over the Lady Bearcats, who came into this game with a 2-1 overall record, 1-1 in conference. Douglas has quite the physical team, like we've said throughout the broadcast. Quite physical, not very fast, but very physical. And it's been good for the young Lady Tigers to go up against a bigger team, I would say. Nice pass there from number 1 of the Bearcats. Got it onto number 19's right foot and snuck it past Ang Rudd, making the score 2-2 now. All tied up with just under 10 minutes to go. This thing's going to come right down to the wire. Montero shaking his head, knowing that was just a nice attack there from the Bearcats, who have had possession a lot here in the second half. That makes it 2-2 now. That time it was number 19. Both Lady Bearcat goals have come in the second half, one off number 15's foot in the 45th minute, and one from number 19 in the 70th minute. Tigers trying to get some more scoring opportunities here now. There's only 10 minutes to go. Douglas has the ball in the midfield, sends a nice pass. It's going to be a foot race from Tinley Rysick and number 3 of the Bearcats. Here comes Addie Rounds out of nowhere. Shot trickles towards the goal and just barely goes out the back line just to the left of the post. That easily could have been kind of a slop goal there, as Lady Tigers were swarming, trying to prevent the shot attempt, and just barely the shot squeaked through. Rudd made a dive for the post, and it was just past her fingertips. It may have went off of her fingertips, as we're going to have a corner kick now. Good opportunity for the Lady Bearcats here. 8.5 minutes to go. Scored all tied up at 2. Cross coming into the box. 4 got it to her right foot and sent it over the back of the goal. Free kick now coming from Lady Tigers. Starting to warm up here in the press box as the sun's back out. Bearcat boys and Tiger boys are starting their warm-ups behind the net. Clearly the closest match here for the Lady Tigers so far this season. It's 2-2. 7.5 minutes to go here. Tigers are going to need a late goal if they're going to persevere over the Bearcats here in this one. It's been an excellent game. 2 physical teams. I've seen a lot of bodies on the turf today. Blackburn at midfield had her back of her heels stepped on. Penalty by the Bearcats. Brindley's going to send it down into the Douglas half of the field. See if we can't get a scoring opportunity here. Late. 7 minutes, clock ticking. Ricochet off of the Bearcat. Taken away now by midfielders of the Bearcats. They're building up another attack here, gaining a lot of space here for free. Nobody stepping up to check her. Left-footed shot trickles down towards the goal, saved by Ingrud. Friday afternoon, the Lady Tigers will be back at it. They take on the undefeated Powell Lady Panthers Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock. They also play on Saturday versus Cody, who's 3-1 on the season. They play at 10 a.m. on Saturday morning. Tigers trying to get something going here. It's Richards in the middle of the field, gets it to Blackburn. She's going to have a nice scoring opportunity here, working down the right side. Makes a move to the outside, gets it to her right foot, decides to stop. Is tripped up by the Lady Bearcat. Not sure if she rolled her ankle or if she was tripped. Blackburn is down. Now rolling over towards her back. She's going to try to stand up. Injury here as the clock stops with 5 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Both teams are taking a knee. Can't hear what's going on out there. We got the windows closed and the wind howling past us, but Blackburn is back and up on her feet. Moving over towards the sideline, we're going to have a throw in here coming from Georgia Chance. Not before the Lady Tigers are going to sub out Blackburn. They're going to give her a little breather here. Subbing back in is Hadley Weston. That's 2 goals on the season. Blackburn made a really nice move there. It was a great pass from Richards to get past the defense, and then then Blackburn stopped on a dime, tried to get back towards the middle, and just as she did that, it looks like her left leg just kind of gave out. Not sure if it was a rolled ankle or if she got stepped on. Touch goes out of bounds to the Bearcats. Fight for the ball here right in front of the referee scores table. Goes out of bounds to the Tigers. Coming back into the game now is Blackburn. She's going to replace Britt Richards. Surprisingly, no goals for Richards today. She came into the game with 4 after a pair of 2-goal games in the first 2 of the season. The freshman has proved to be quite the little striker in front of the net. Has a really, really good soccer IQ. Just seems to be in the right place at the right time on offense and defense. Gets a little break. You know, in soccer, sometimes it's too far to go back into the locker rooms during the short halftime break, so they just keep all their gear and their bags and their training equipment right behind the bench. Penalty here on Roseberry. Sorry, Paisley didn't notice that you checked in. That's number 18, Paisley Roseberry, who committed the penalty there. Didn't quite see it. Referee kind of gave a hook symbol or signal with his arm, like maybe there was an elbow involved or something like that. Paisley's chasing the ball down again here on the near side, right in front of the training table. The excellent training staff led by Adam Simon here at Lander Valley High School. He makes it just about every sporting event. On top of that, great guy. I'm going to have some kids come through the high school program in the next few years. Weston working in the middle of the field, cleared away by the Bearcats. Still 2-2, so both teams need a goal here. Kind of making for cool soccer. 3 minutes to go. Bearcats got the ball in the middle of the field. Going to need some help from our midfielders to get back in the play. Cross into the middle of the field is touched out of bounds by Lady Tigers. Will have a corner kick on the far side. Good opportunity here for the Lady Bearcats just as the wind really starts picking up. Corner kick set on the far side. Here it comes. Going with the wind. Bounces clear through the box. Nobody there. 19 on the near side. She kicks and tries to shoot in the goal, but it goes out of bounds. Just past the right post. Tigers need to get something going here. 2.5 minutes to go. Richards makes her way back to the scores table. Going to check in here briefly. Hadley Weston got the ball now on the far side from a pass from her sister. Cleared out of bounds on the far side. Throw in coming from Hadley. Now checking back into the game is Britt Richards. She will replace Paisley Roseberry. Good minutes there from Paisley. We're going to have a long throw-in coming from Brindley Hammond. She's going to flip. Nice pass all the way down into the box, but it's stolen away by the Tigers, or by the Lady Bearcats, rather. Morton's shot on the goal is in. Holy cow! Wow, off the ricochet. Finley Morton's right foot, 40 yards out, finds the back of the net. That makes 3-2 now. 1 minute to go here in the game. Wow, just like that, folks. Finley Morton in the 79th minute. Wow. 3-2 now. Douglas starting to feel the urgency. They're going to have to get some shots on goal quickly, and they turn it over right away to the Lady Tigers. Man, that ball hung up in the air forever, and the goalkeeper couldn't get a read on it. Just like Georgia Chance's goal, this one was about 10 yards deeper. Finds the back of the net. The sophomore Finley Morton, her third goal of the season now, coming in the 79th minute, 40 seconds to go here. Bearcats got to do something. Shot on goal just wide. Sails out of bounds. Tigers need to just take a little time here before they decide where they're going to send this goal kick. 11 seconds, 10 seconds, 9 seconds, clock still running. Tigers up 3-2. Wow, and just like that, the game is over. Holy cow. Finley Morton, 79th minute, just in the nick of time. That makes the final score 3-2, and the Lady Tigers have moved to 3-0 on the season. Wow. Just in the nick of time. Finley Morton. Great team effort all around by the Lady Tigers, but wow, hard not to say just how clutch of a goal that was. It was a rebound that bounced off of a Lady Bearcat, found Finley's right foot. High arcing shot, just barely fell in right over the fingertips of the goalkeeper and breaking the hearts of the Lady Bearcats. Physical game this was. Both teams played their hearts out, but man, Tigers do just enough to get the win. 3-2 your final score. We're going to take a brief intermission here between the boys and the girls games, and we'll be right back with the post-game show. Click it or ticket. Awesome shot there. Finley Morton.
This broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry La-Z-Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair last year, and this year enjoy Blackhawk live in concert Friday, August 1st. Race you to the fair, the Fremont County Fair.
Detailing done different can protect your vehicle with S-Tex Action Series, Carbon or Smart Series ceramic tint, plus premium ceramic coatings for maximum UV and heat protection. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Expect expert detailing to make any ride look brand new. Call 307-851-5158 today. Detailing done different.
Exploding at 200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
Riverton Blodorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blodorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blodorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blodorn Lumber.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes. You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming. Your tax pros at 672 West Main Street in Lander, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry Aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry. And this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
High Plains Power is a touchstone energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org. A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Welcome back to Bill Bush Stadium here as the Lander Valley Lady Tigers have taken down the Lady Bearcats 3-2 behind Finley Morton's 79th minute goal. What an awesome shot it was. Rebound coming from the box. Found the right foot of Morton and she just sent it towards the goal. I don't think anybody, even the goalkeeper of Douglas, thought it had a chance of going in, and then it just kind of looped down and ricocheted off the fingertips of the keeper into the back of the net, giving a 3-2 win to the Lady Tigers here of Lander Valley. They moved to 3-0 on the season, taking down Douglas, who now moves to 2-2 on the season. What a physical game it was, and as Coach Montero just texted me, it's always physical against the Douglas teams, but man, sure proud of the Lady Tigers today, especially the underclassmen. When you're going against a bigger physical team like the Lady Bearcats, they just really held their ground and played an awesome game. Now the boys are warming up. They're going to try to move to 3-0 on the season as they take on the Douglas Bearcat boys team, who's 1-2 here on the season. We'll have to see how that game shakes out here in a few minutes. About 6.5 minutes to go here on the scoreboard as the teams are just finishing their warm-up period. In the girls' game, man, it was Blue Blackburn who started the game off, the junior, with the 13th minute goal. Then Georgia Chance scored on a free kick in the 50th minute, just out of halftime. And then Finley Morton scored the 79th minute to give the 3-2 advantage on the Douglas side. Number 15 scored in the 45th minute. Number 19 scored in the 70th minute. That tied the game up. Kind of left everybody thinking, wow, this is the toughest competition we've seen so far, the Lady Tigers, and they just were able to get the job done just in the nick of time. Well, that's going to do it for the post-game show here. We'll take another brief timeout, and we'll come back here with the start of the boys' game in about 5 minutes. See you then.
Deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Living well isn't just about things, it's about the things that matter. your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry La-Z-Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair last year, and this year enjoy Blackhawk live in concert Friday, August 1st. Race you to the fair, the Fremont County Fair.
Detailing done different can protect your vehicle with S-Tech's Action Series, Carbon or Smart Series ceramic tint, plus premium ceramic coatings for maximum UV and heat protection. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Expect expert detailing to make any ride look brand new. Call 307-851-5158 today. Detailing done different.
Welcome back to Bill Bush Stadium as the Lander Tiger boys and the Douglas Bearcat boys teams are just now presenting themselves as the starting lineups. We're just about to get things underway here for the Lander Tigers. Starting in goal is number 0, Mason Witzke. Number 4, Landon Jones, the senior. Number 7, Colby Blackburn. Number 10, Parker Burton. Number 13, Sawyer Knockhazel. Number 14, Dirk Harms. Number 15, Craig Hansen. Number 17, Finn Richards. Number 19, Jacob Rudd. Number 20, Wyatt Holloway. And number 27, Sakale Lozier. This is a very, very good soccer team here, folks. The Lander Valley Tigers. They've really shown just how physical they can be, but also quite the savvy team as well. They've got guys from all different angles who can put shots on goal. It's fun to watch this team as they've just grown even here in the first 2 games of the season. The Lander Tigers, they are 2-0 on the year after taking down Worland and Lyman in their first 2 games before spring break. Now we're here after spring break, and the Tigers are getting things warmed up here in the second part of their season. They play 3 games this week, the Lady Tigers and the Tiger Boys. The Lady Tigers just took down Douglas 3-2 on a 79th minute goal from Finley Morton. On Friday, the Tigers, they will play the Powell Panthers here at Bill Bush Stadium, and then on Saturday they'll play against Cody here also at Bill Bush Stadium, 10 and 12 p.m. on Saturday. So if you're around on this coming Saturday, you don't got anything going on, come on up to the field about 10 o'clock and watch the girls play defending state champions, the Lander Lady Tigers. Just getting things underway here. The boys teams have broken their huddles. The ball is placed there at center field, and we are just about to get things underway as the Bearcats are going to start here with possession. Referees now getting into position. Referee there in the middle of the field had a little bit of a barking match with a Lander fan in the girls' game. Thought that was kind of funny. You don't typically see the referees bark back like that. More power to him. He's refereeing now here in the middle of the field at the boys' game. Just looks down at his whistle, or his watch, and blows his whistle, and we're underway. Possession starting here for the Bearcat boys. Wind starting to calm down just a tad. Wind, or the flags on the far side are still blowing, fairly erect, but not quite whipping like they were in the first half during that girls' game, in which the wind was just playing tricks on the ball. It's blowing it's blowing west to east. Last time we were here before spring break, it was north to south, and the passes were just had way too much pace or not enough pace at all. It kind of made for a funny game to watch on the field, but nonetheless, Tigers both pulled out wins last week against Lyman. Lady Tigers got the first win here over the Lady Bearcats. We'll see if the boys can follow suit. Free kick coming there from the Bearcat, and his shoe flies right off of his foot right after he kicks the free. He got to hurry and put his shoe back on and get back in the play. You can still see, I can still see his shoe still not quite on all the way. Douglas comes into this game with a 1-2 record. They are 0-1 in conference play. Lady Bearcats team was quite physical. Surprising to see. That was my first opportunity really to see a competitive physical soccer game, as both of the Lady Tigers games have been kind of blowouts, 7-0 and 6-0 over Worland and Lyman. That was a really good test for the underclassmen of Lander Tigers going against the physical midfielders and backline of the Tigers. And just like that, it's a goal right off the bat. Wow, in the first minute, not even there yet. First minute, it's Wyatt Holloway gets the Tigers on the board already. Beautiful pass coming in there from the far side. And the goalkeeper of Douglas, he went out to catch the ball, didn't field it cleanly, and it fell right to the foot of Wyatt Holloway, who just nudged the ball into the back of the net. That's a great start for the Lander Tigers. And just like that, just 1 minute ago, Bearcats were getting ready to kick off, and now here they are again. This time they're down by a goal. Wyatt Holloway, that's his second goal of the season. Tigers threatening again there right off the bat. Beautiful pass from Craig Hansen. Just a little too much pace on it, and Holloway wasn't able to get there just in the nick of time. Holloway's found himself in front of the net a bunch this season. Got a handball there on senior captain Sakil. It's going to be a throw in here. Where is the ball? I don't see it. Oh, here it is. Ball ricocheted clear out of bounds. Now we're going to have the free kick here. About the 43-yard line-ish, 42. Kick on its way. Decent distance out to the top of the box. The header by Landon Jones. Haven't seen him a whole lot so far in this year. Not sure if he's been injured or sick or what's going on, but nice to have him on the field, the senior. He replaces Garrett Romer in the starting lineup, who had 2 goals in his first game of his freshman season against Worland. He scored back-to-back goals, in fact, 1 minute apart to give the Tigers a 3-2 advantage late in that one in the season opener. Tigers enjoying their second game of their homestand. They have 3 more home games coming up, 2 more this week, Friday against Powell and Saturday against Cody. Of course, all of those games are going to be here at Bill Busch Stadium. Tigers up 1-0 already, and I can barely even look down at my score sheet, and the Tigers are already threatening another goal. This time the was cleared away by the Bearcats, but touched out of bounds by the Tigers. So we'll have a Bearcat throw in, totally a sidearm throw in, no call. Not sure the official rule on the throw in, but it looked like it came outside the shoulders. Bearcats got a good look here. Tigers rushing back to get into the play. Rudd doing a really nice job of stifling that attack. He gets the ball out to Knockhazel about the 40-yard line before the Bearcats have something going again here. Number 10 sends a high shot really into the goal. That could have been kind of risky there for the Tigers, but Witzke jumps up, makes the catch. Kind of like a pop fly in the outfield of a baseball game. Just camped under it. Hansen working this right side. Tricky footwork there. Gets it to his senior captain, Finn Richards. And that was almost a beautiful pass there, but nice heads-up play there by number 6 of the Bearcats. Stuck his foot out just in time to prevent that pass. That surely would have been a one-on-one opportunity with the goalkeeper for Hansen. Or was it Richards? Excuse me, I get them mixed up. And just like that, only 6 minutes in, Garrett Romer will make his way over to the scores table, get ready to check into this one. Still quite warm afternoon here at Lander Valley. 57 degrees outside right now, plus the wind, probably about 45 degrees. But you'll take that in Wyoming spring weather. It's good enough to play soccer. And you know how it is here in Wyoming. It could be rain or shine any minute. So just happy to have sunshine while it lasts. Also coming into the game's number 11, Gage Hampton. The incredible diver for the Lander Valley Tigers swim team, who he had a great diving season. Broke a couple school records, made it state. Quite a few swimmers here playing on the soccer team. Of course, you've got Blackburn, Logier, Richards, Knockhazel, and Hampton. I mean, there's probably a few more, potent as that swimming team is. Hampton's working towards the far outside, right in front of the flag. He squares things up, and it's touched out of bounds by the Bearcats. So we're going to have a corner kick. It's number 10, Burton, who's going to take the corner kick, as he often does. Parker lines things up. does a little bit of pointing, says, hey, we're going right here in this area. Now here comes the kick. It's low, and it was tapped away there by the Bearcats. Tigers are going to have to hurry to get back on defense. No, just kidding. It's going to be Jacob Rudd, who comes through from the back line, steals the ball away. Shot on goal there, or shot attempt, I should say, by Hansen is deflected. Hansen gets the ball to his right foot. He is going to shoot, and saved by the goalkeeper. That surely would have went in. A nice heads-up play there by the goalkeeper to dive on it. I have a feeling he's going to see quite a bit of action today here in this one. Ooh, two Tigers collided with each other there. There's Landon Jones and Parker Burton help each other up. They're good. Bearcats working on this near side corner right in front of the referee. Trying to make a touch there. Can't quite do it. Ball goes out of bounds. Coming into the game now is number 21. He's going to replace Parker Burton. I believe 21. I believe that's Zach Fixter. I have him listed as number 8. He's 21, I believe. I'll check with our scorekeeper here in just a moment to confirm. Don't see Zach on the bench down there. That must be him. Referee blows his whistle here. We are going to have a penalty there by the Tigers. And we're going to have a free kick. Penalty kick right in front of the goal here. It's going to be number 10 who's going to take the shot. Didn't see who the penalty was on, but it was clearly inside the box there. 30 minutes, 53 seconds on the clock. Best look here so far, of course, for the Bearcats. One-on-one opportunity. See if Witzke can stop this shot. Not able to. High and outside to the left. That makes the score 1-1 now. Number 10, he scores the 10th minute. Well, Tigers are going to huddle up. It's going to be a 1-1 score. Back to even. Treated as 0-0 here. 2 goals here in the first 10 minutes at Bill Bush in the boys' game. Tigers back with possession there. Nobody hanging their head. Still a lot of time here in this game. A lot of time in the first half even. Tigers got something working here, but not before the back line has something to say about it. Richards comes up from his striking position right in the middle. He's trying to get to his right foot. He does. Shot on goal. Oh, deflected and just scooped up by the goalkeeper just before Craig Hansen had a chance to tap it in. The deflection kind of bounced right into the wheelhouse of Hansen, but the keeper was there just in the nick of time to save it. Tigers here fighting for the ball. And number 19, Rudd, he grabbed the arm of number 19 on the Bearcats and pulled him down. So we're going to have another free kick here from the Bearcats. Definitely within range, about the 24-yard line. This could definitely be a shot on goal here. Decides to go short. They try to pass, and Seakel's there just to break it up. Senior captain saw that one coming from a mile away and just didn't let the pass through. Checking back into the game is Parker Burton. He'll replace Landon Jones. Nice throw in there from Richards, trying to get it to Hanson down the sideline. Backline of Douglas has no opportunity to do anything with it, so they just kick it out of the back. Bring another corner kick here from Parker Burton. Just in our limit of camera range there. Burton lines it up. Tigers all standing on the far backside now. Pass finds its way into the box. Who's going to go for it? Battle for the ball goes to Fixter. Quite a good grouping of fans here at the Lander Valley boys game. A lot of fans at the girls game. Of course, they're the defending state champions. Everyone wants to see the sequel to that team. It's been fun being with the Lady Tigers and the Tigers so far here in the spring season. I've gotten to know quite a few of the kids and gotten to know a few parents. It's been a fun opportunity. Great soccer community here in Lander. Just a great sports community in general with these recent few generations of kids who have been quite the athletes. Of course, the soccer team, is prestigious as they are, 29 consecutive state championships. Quite a few of them on the soccer team here. You can see just the chemistry that these guys have early. Lozier fighting for the ball. Comes away with it. Speedy defenseman. Tries to go outside to Hanson, but a little too heavy of a pass there. Rolls out of bounds. Goal kick coming from the Bearcats. 25 and a half minutes to go here in the first half. Score tied 1-1. Wyatt Holloway scored in the first minute, about 59 seconds into the game. He got the Tigers on the board early off of a pass coming from the corner. Tigers got something going here. They got the ball to Richards in the middle. Streaking down, he leaves it to a foot race for Hampton, but the pass sails to the outside a little too much. Hampton was looking inside there, pass curled outside. And dribbling out of bounds is the Bearcat. I have a throw in here from the Tigers. Long throw and gets all the way down near the box or near the goal, but it's kept and scooped up by the goalkeeper. Coming back into the game now is number 20, Wyatt Holloway, the junior. He's going to replace Gage Hampton, number 11. Fight for the ball goes out of bounds. Another throw in here for the Tigers. They go short to Blackburn. No, it's Knock Hazel, excuse me. Handball by the Bearcats. Right about the 30-yard line. Hansen and Lozier look at each other like, who's going to take this one? Tigers organize their offensive alignment down in the box. Hansen walks up and readjusts. Here comes the kick. High shot. Sails way over the goal. Would have been a perfect field goal in football. Near the hash mark. Straight in the center, but just too high. Tigers good look, and another goal there by Wyatt Holloway. Wow. Little pinball action, ball caroming around and just finds the foot of Wyatt Holloway, this time the left foot. He scores in the 18th minute. Again, 2 goals so far here in the match for Wyatt Holloway, his second and third of the season. That brings the score to 2-1 now. Off a really nice play there from the Tigers. They were able to get it to Burton on the far side. He sent a cross into the box, and the rebound, or excuse me, the clear attempt from the Bearcats just was errant, and it found right onto Wyatt's foot, and he just capitalized, sent it into the back of the net. Holloway just checked in like a minute before that. This time Lozier will take the free kick from the 40-yard line. High looping pass makes it all the way into the box, right about the end zone line. Garrett Romer working the far side over there, the freshman. 2 goals in his first game against Werlen. Ooh, stolen away here by the Bearcats, but stolen right back by Blackburn. It's Knock Hazel, excuse me. Long pass there coming from the Tigers makes it all the way down to the near side corner where I believe that was Craig Hansen lost his shin guard. Slipped out of his sock as he was chasing that one down. Coming back into the game now is number 4, Landon Jones. He's going to replace Colby Blackburn. A lot of whistles here early in this one. About halfway through the first half, 19 and a half minutes to go for halftime. Tigers got something going here. 3-on-3 opportunity. No. Tripped up and stolen away by the Douglas Bearcats. Richards had the ball there. He's still down. His head's on the back of the turf. He's not standing up very quickly. Hopefully he's okay. Looks like maybe he rolled his ankle or got cleated. Coach Rysick motions down to Gage Hampton, wondering if he's going to replace Richards. Tigers up 2-1 here. No need to risk further injury. Let's see if they are going to sub. Let's see if they are going to sub Richards out. Free kick coming here at the 30-yard line for the Bearcats. See if they go towards the goal here. If they go short. Go short. Hansen and Richards trying to work a little two-man game to get the ball out. Sun goes behind a cloud there. Can peek out from under this shade now. Tigers doing a really good job of stuffing some of these attacks, not letting Douglas work that sideline. They're going to have to go through the middle. Holloway chasing again. Oh, man. Tangled up there with the goalkeeper just as he ran out and had to stop right near the top of the box there. Long punt makes it all the way across midfield. They carry him back now to the Tigers' half. Romer sends it down near the Douglas goal, and it's collected up by the Tiger keeper. It's about 5:30 here in the afternoon at Bill Bush Stadium. That sun's starting to feel nice and warm. The wind has picked up a little bit here this afternoon. It was windy to start the girls' game. It stayed windy and kind of died down towards the end. Now it's picked back up. Some of these passes are starting to get a little affected there by that pushing wind. Hampton does check in finally for Richards, who kind of walks over towards the bench area, talks to Adam. So it looks like he might have got stepped on. So hopefully he's going to be okay. Also checking back in a moment is Derek Harms, number 14. Douglas got something going here, but Lozier's there to steal it away. Low to the ground, low center of gravity, but just strong, thick quads and just really battling for the ball. Man, he almost plunges in there. And if you're going to attack the middle of the Tigers' defense, you're going to have to go through Lozier, who's quite the physical defenseman. Touch out of bounds off the Bearcats is going to go to the Tigers. Here comes Harms. He's going to replace Garrett Romer. Also into the game is number 16, Josh Lozier. And he's going to replace Zach Fixter. I've got Fixter listed as number 8 or number 13. And he's wearing 21 today. No problem there. I was able to recognize him. Sometimes it's hard with the underclassmen. You don't have a whole lot of experience seeing them beforehand, and then they step onto the field for the first time or the second time, and you're like, who is that? But no need. I know Zach from basketball. Great kid, great freshman athlete, and has played really well in good minutes here for the varsity Tigers so far this season. Thank you for tuning in to Wow Today's YouTube stream of Lander Valley Soccer. It's been quite the blast so far this season. Both Tiger teams, well, now the Lady Tigers are 3-0 on the season. Tiger boys are looking to make 3-0 themselves. Free kick coming here from Bearcats. Number 10, this is who scored the goal in the 10th minute. He shoots towards the goal, but it's scooped up there by Witzke. Nice instinct there just to step up and catch it on the fly instead of letting it bounce. Don't want to risk any carom or ricochet. Savvy move there by the senior keeper. Richards got something working here. He sends it down for Hampton, who's going to chase the back line of Douglas, and it's scooped up by the keeper. "13 minutes to go here in the first half. Long punt from the Douglas keeper is headed away by Sekel. Ball now to Hampton. He gets back to the middle to Josh, who finds Hansen right in the middle. He's going to have an opportunity here. Gets it to his left foot, looking for someone to pass to. Nobody there. It's tapped out of bounds by Douglas. Nice passing there from Lozier, Hampton, and Hansen to work a little three-man game around the outside, and they got a pretty good look there. Coming back into the game's number 17, Finn Richards. He'll replace the double goal scorer, Wyatt Holloway. Pass into the box is headed by Dirk Harms, and he was right on the end line. So that looks like it's out of bounds. Yep, we're going to have a goal kick now by Bearcats. Low line drive makes it to about the 30-yard line. Wind now moving directions, if you can see on the broadcast, moving a little bit more left to right now, the wind, as opposed to earlier in the day, it was blowing straight at us, right towards the press box. Richards working that right side. He's one-on-one opportunity. Can't quite steal the ball, but the clear is taken by Harms. He does shoot. Low line drive, ricocheted away. Tapped out of bounds by the Tigers. If you're just tuning in, the Lady Tigers took down the Bearcats earlier this afternoon. They beat them 3-2 behind Blackburn, Georgia Chance, and Finley Morton all scored goals for the Lady Tigers. Blackburn got things started in the 13th minute, then Chance on a penalty kick in the 50th. No, excuse me, a free kick in the 50th minute. And then number 12, Finley Morton, scored again in the 79th minute to make the final score 3-2, pushing the Lady Tigers to 3-0 on the season. Tiger boys looking to do the same thing here today, as Lander track athletes are practicing in the background over to my left, and youth soccer players are just filling in the bleachers from the right. Everybody here in the Lander community excited to see how the Tiger teams do this season. Of course, the girls are defending state champions. Everyone wants to see how things are going to shake out this year, and the boys team doing quite the job here in the first part of the season. Also into the game for the Tiger boys is number 22. That's Earl Witzel. Ricochet off the goalkeeper's fingers is in. That's Josh Lozier, who was there at the right place at the right time to score. The ricochet off of Lander's goalkeeper. That was an awesome, off of Douglas's goalkeeper, and they're going to sub him out. They're going with the JV goalkeeper right now, coming into the game, number 0. Three to 1 now in favor of the Tigers. Battle for the ball right around midfield. Tigers now take 3-1 lead. Fun watching these Tigers. They score like lightning. It just happens out of nowhere. We've seen a few times this year, Tigers haven't, they've built up really nice scoring attacks, and they've made good moves towards the goal, but they haven't necessarily had longer scoring or passing strings, I should say. They just score so dang quick. They do a good job of moving the ball down the field with their midfielders, not letting Douglas score and just kind of preventing those attacking opportunities. And in return, they just cash in on the ricochets. Now 3-1. Josh Lozier, the freshman, he scored in the 30th minute. Tigers going again here. They got the ball to Richards. He's looking to just shoot it from outside and hit left foot just over the net. Thought he was going to gear up to pass it right to Hansen, who was streaking down the middle. No, he just went for the goal. Like to see the aggressiveness there. Coming into the game now is Colby Blackburn. He's going to replace Sawyer Knockhazel. Penalty there on the Tigers. Or was it on the Bearcats? No, it was on the Bearcats. Both me and Colby Blackburn thought that was on the Tigers. Nope. Free kick here coming from Lozier. He sends it down middle of the box here. Afternoon sun starting to make its way onto the broadcast just briefly. And try to use the sunshade to block the camera a little bit. Tigers working the left side here. It's going to be a free kick off from either Richards or Lozier. Looks like it's going to be Lozier. Finn makes his way down into the box. Could be a shot or a pass. Here it comes from Lozier. Looks like a pass, and it just squeaks through everybody right into the arms of the goalkeeper. I had a perfect angle of that. I could see the defense kind of open up, like who's going to get it, and it just sailed right to the goalkeeper. Good communication there from the Bearcats. Got my camera woman, Rachel, here. She brought me a nice little bag of snacks. I was starting to get thirsty. Lozier, he's going to pass into the box. Header from Richards is in. Beautiful pass there from Lozier. And another goal. This time in the 33rd minute off of the forehead of Finn Richards. Beautiful pass and setup there from Lozier. You could see that one coming the entire way. Richards had perfect positioning right in front of the keeper and just redirected it right into the net. Beautiful teamwork there from the Tigers, and 4-1 now. Tigers really taking it to the Bearcats. Beautiful job there by the Tigers. Already 4 goals here for the Tigers. This is kind of looking like a Lady Tigers game with 4 goals in the first half. Great job there by the Tigers. Douglas trying to get something started here on their half. But nope, there's Knockhazel and about 6 other green jerseys. Good crowd here again for the Lander Tigers soccer team. Looks like the track team's just wrapped up practice. See quite a few track athletes making their way up now to bleachers supporting the Tigers. It's been a really fun game to watch so far. And like I said earlier, the Tigers just strike so quickly. You don't really see a traditional build-up pass shot. It's just kind of, they've just been in the right spot at the right time and used the ricochets off of the poor touches of the Bearcats and just hammered the shots home. That was a beautiful pass there by the freshman Josh Lozier, who saw Richards camped out right in front of the net and made a nice looping pass into the box and nice redirect from Richards into the back of the net. Beautiful teamwork. Wind's still moving pretty hard here. Kind of keeping an eye on the flags over there, and they keep changing directions on me. Sometimes the wind's blowing right at me, or sometimes it's moving more to the right, which would be more towards the east. Tigers looking confident here in the first half against the Bearcats, who don't look particularly athletic as a team. Of course, the soccer field being so dang big, so much to cover, the Tigers have taken advantage of that. But the chemistry of this Tigers team looks really solid again here today. Huge credit to Coach Brian Rysick and his coaching staff. Seems like everybody is working together as a unit. Even right here in front of me, he's still giving instructions on the fly to Craig Hansen, the rather potent striker for the Tigers. Hansen just with the one goal so far in the season, came I should say 2 weeks ago, but the last game against Lyman. Don't let that fool you, only one goal. He's around the net all day long, and so have a lot of the other Tigers. I mean, even guys like Wyatt Holloway, who has 2 goals in this game, Parker Burton, and of course Finn Richards. But the Tiger offense and defense just seems pretty solid so far in the early goings of the 2025 season. 2.5 minutes to go now here in the first half. Wyatt Holloway, the double goal scorer, he's going to check back in. Get him in there. Get him a hat trick in the first half. How about that? That would be pretty cool. He's going to replace Gage Hampton. Gage doing a great job in his attacking position. He's pretty fast. He might be one of the faster guys on this speedy Lander team. Haven't seen him a whole lot in the first few games of the season. Checking in here in a few moments will be Zane Espinosa, number 24, the senior. He had a really nice game last week against Lyman, in which he was all around the net, but he was playing that midfield position where he was stopping attacks and building attacks for the Tigers. I really like how the Tigers shared around. It's not all about one guy. It could be anybody. Both the Tigers and the Lady Tigers have shown that the team is much more valuable than the individual. Maybe that's why the Lady Tigers are 3-0 and won the state championship last year. Beautiful pass from Hansen. One-on-one opportunity here with Holloway. Gets it to his left foot. No, he stops and goes back to the middle. He's going to shoot. Ricochet off. The goalkeeper is collected up and saved by the keeper. Nice move there from Holloway. Stopped on a dime and let his defender fly right past him. Got back to his right foot and just sent it right into the center of the goal, right where the goalkeeper was waiting. Holloway was sensing, hey, this might be my hat trick opportunity, and he went for it. Beautiful pass from Hansen to set that opportunity up. who's had just the right amount of pace on it, just enough to get past the defender, but not enough to roll to the keeper. It was just right. Holloway working that far right side again now. Gets it to his right foot, looks for a cross. Hansen's there, but it doesn't quite reach him. Stolen away by the Bearcats. Bearcats having a really hard time moving the ball from the back line to the midfield to the forwards. They're just not quite as cohesive of a unit as the Tigers, at least in the early goings of the 2025 season. I'm sure we'll play them again down the road. We don't have them on the regular season schedule after this. Maybe we'll see them in the postseason. And there's the halftime horn. It's 4-1 in favor of the Tigers. Another excellent showing here. Wyatt Holloway with 2 goals. He scored in the first minute and the 18th minute. Later on, Josh Lozier, he scored in the 30th minute. And then 3 minutes later, Finn Richards off the beautiful header and beautiful assist from Lozier. He scored in the 33rd minute. That brings us to 4 goals. Number 10, he scored in the 10th minute off of a penalty kick right in front of the goal. He snuck it past Witzke in the top shelf. So that brings us to 4-1. Lander Tigers in full control of this one. We'll be right back after a little bit of an extended halftime break. Let our voices catch up, and we'll be right back in about 9 minutes. See you guys then.
200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes. You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit landergambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming. Your tax pros at 672 West Main Street in Lander, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Riverton's Hampton Inn and Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County School Athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry, and this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org. A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
For a place, a people, An idea for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their...
The choice is yours.
Welcome back to Bill Bush Stadium as the Lander Valley Tigers boys team has really taken it to the Bearcats here in the first half. It's 4-1 on the Golden Buffalo scoreboard. Douglas came into this game 1-2 with an 0-1 conference record. Number 10, he scored their only goal of the game on a penalty kick right in front of the net. That made their first goal in the 10th minute of the game. But the Tigers are well on their way to another victory here in the young 2025 season. They're trying to make 3-0 on the year. In the first minute of the game, Wyatt Holloway scored on a beautiful pass coming from the corner. He scored later in the 18th minute as well. In the 30th minute, Josh Lozier scored. And then in the 33rd minute, Finn Richards scored on a header from a beautiful pass from Josh Lozier. Totally an assist. Excellent teamwork there by the Tigers. That brings us to a 4-1 advantage here at Bill Bush Stadium as the Tigers are really asserting themselves as a top team in 3A this season. Bearcats trying to work the middle of the field here. Now they swing it over to the far side, but Lozier's there. Or is that? And I can't quite tell who that is. No, that's Jacob Rudd. Now here on the near side, the Bearcats are working, but Lozier's there to cut off the pass just in the nick of time, right before it found the Douglas forward. Ball goes out of bounds. Going to be goal kick here coming from Mason Witzke, senior goalkeeper for the Lander Tigers. Tiger defense is just hounding, flailing and falling all over the ground, laying their body on the line, not letting any attack happen for the Bearcats. We're going to have a free kick here coming from number 19 as the penalty happened about the 18-yard line. Three men in the blockade. Looks like it's going to be Blackburn's going to leave. He's going to leave Burton and Harms there. Shot ricochets off the back of Harms, and the header by the number 19, the guy who kicked the free kick, is scooped up by Mason Witzke. His punt goes clear out to midfield. Heavy touch there by the Bearcats. Really nice ball back to the middle of the field. As Richards makes his way down the field now. He gets it to Parker Burton. can't control the pass, and it scoots out of bounds off of the Tigers. Have a throw in now for the Bearcats. Free kick coming here from Sikel. Use the wind here a little bit. Man, really nice shot. Makes it all the way to Hansen, who has a one-on-one opportunity with the goalkeeper who came way out from the goal. Wasn't able to scoop it up, and the ball ricocheted off of the goalkeeper out of bounds past the back line, and that's going to be a corner kick. What a pass from Sikel Lozier. That had to have gone 60 yards. Maybe 50 yards, just for Burton to be fouled right there. Or excuse me, it was Hansen. Burton's going to take the corner kick. Lines it up. High looping pass out to about the 10-yard line. It gets the ball to Hansen, who tried to load up and shoot from about there, but his shot kind of went up into the air. Now we'll have another penalty on the Bearcats. Now it's going to be Tigers' turn for a penalty kick. Richard, Hansen, and Lozier are all opportunities here to take the shot. Looks like it's going to be either Hansen or Lozier. Hansen steps way far away. Lozier stands up over the ball like it might be him. Here comes the shot. He does go towards the goal. Ricochet off of the goalkeeper's hands and into the net by Finn Richards. The JV goalkeeper not able to secure it on the flight, and it just falls right out of his hands. And in the 45th minute here in the game, Finn Richards is already back on the board. He's got 2 goals now. Nice shot attempt by Lozier. It was a fastball, and the goalkeeper wasn't able to corral it. The ricochet fell right in front of the net, and Richards smoked it into the back of the net. Really winded up on that. Could have tapped it in, but decided to bury it in the back of the net. It's his 6th goal of the season now. Senior captain Finn Richards. Tigers now up 5-1 on the Golden Buffalo scoreboard. Penalty there by Knock Hazel. It's okay. Coach Freisig looks up and says, no big deal. Long free kick makes it all the way to the goal, but Witzke steps out and catches it in the air. Tigers have had success off the goal kicks, just booting it straight over the scrum of players and getting it to Finn Richards or Hansen or Holloway in space and letting them go to work. Seems like it's been a rather effective strategy here for the Tigers. Burton's going to pass it into Holloway. He gets it right into the middle of the field and just wasn't able to receive the pass cleanly. Would have had a nice look there. Blackburn now fighting for the ball. It's touched out of bounds by the Bearcats. We'll have a throw in. No, it's a penalty. Lots of whistles here in this game. Thought it was just going to be out of bounds. Knock Hazel sends it down into the middle. They get it to Holloway on his left foot. Pass to the middle to Richards, now to Burton. Just as Burton was going to load up to strike, the ball was cleared away by the Bearcats. Tigers look really confident here in the early goings of the second half. Bearcat player slipped out of bounds, and the Ball goes out of bounds with him. We'll have some substitutes come in for the Tigers. Coming in is number 11, Gage Hampton, and number 24, Zane Espinosa. They're going to replace Burton and Holloway. Knockhazel's throw in is ricocheted back to himself. Now we're going to have penalty on the Tigers and a free kick here coming from the Bearcats. High looping pass, just the same, or shot, just same as the last one, but this time it's too far for Witzke to grab a hold of. It sails clear into the shot put and discus pit way down there towards the road. Ball retriever's going to have to hustle to get that one. It's about 200 yards he's got to run, chase that one. Douglas penalty is going to give the Tigers the ball just inside midfield. Lozier gears up and sends it to the far side corner, but it's headed out of bounds. No, almost nearly out of bounds by the Bearcats. Nonetheless, Tigers have the ball again. Now it's Garrett Romer. Just over 30 minutes to go left in this game. Tigers in full control, 5-1 over the Bearcats, who are looking for their second win on the season. Tigers looking to make it 3-0 for them. Wow, another goal here for the Tigers. Beautiful assist coming off the foot of Sawyer Knockhazel. I believe that was Gage Hampton who tapped that ball in, or who was? No, it was Zach Fixter. Great job, Zach Fixter. Right place, right time. The goalkeepers of Douglas are having a really hard time catching these fastballs in the air. They're not fielding them cleanly, and the rebound opportunities have been just fully taken advantage of by the Tigers. Another goal there. Now it's 6-1 on the Golden Buffalo scoreboard. 50th minute goal there by Zach Fixter. Freshman, his first of the season. Not sure if he wears 8, 13, or 21. He's wearing 21 today. Great job there by Fixter. Just to read the play and stay with it. Don't give up on the play just when you think the goalkeeper is going to catch it. That time he dropped it, and he was in the right spot at the right time. Beautiful pass right in front of the goal from Sawyer Knockhazel. Here he is again trying to work this near side right in front of the Douglas bench. Has it stolen away. Fixter trying to get it back to the middle. There's another Knockhazel in there. This time it's Wiley, who's working a little two-man game with his brother Sawyer. Tigers doing a really good job of just controlling the ball and keeping it away from the Bearcats. It's really hard to score when you don't have much opportunities to pass it to your teammates or any opportunities to get to the goal. Hansen doing a really nice job here, kind of going 1-on-3 against the Bearcats. Penalty there against Jacob Rudd. Coming back into the game momentarily will be Colby Blackburn, number 7. Tigers doing a great job again here today. Full control, letting some of the underclassmen get a little taste. As we've seen Josh Lozier, freshman, Zachary Fixer, the freshman, both with goals here in this game. We're going to have a yellow card go against Douglas Bearcats. It's going to go against number 19. Nothing flagrant, just playing hard, and looks like he just got a little bit out of control there, and Not sure if it was high foot or what it was. Still learning the yellow card criteria. He's going to sub out coming into the game for number 19 is number 23 for the Bearcats. Underclassmen doing a great job. I see a freshman in Fixer out there. I see another freshman in Wiley Knockhazel, another freshman in Garrett Romer. We've also got Josh Lozier. I mean, just totally well-rounded team here from the Lander Tigers. This is going to be a fun season. I just have a feeling 3-0 for the Lady Tigers. The Tiger boys are well on their way to a 3-0 start as the Douglas Bearcats swap their goalkeepers again. Both of them now have given up 3 goals apiece. No knock against them. This is just a very talented attacking team for the Lander Tigers. It's hard to defend that goal all by yourself. You need your teammates to help you out. And it just looks like the back line and the midfielders of Douglas just are a little bit under athletic, and they're not as in good of shape as the Tigers, who just have kept the relentless pace up from the very beginning. We're going to have Lozier on another free kick here. And you know, he can reach clear to the other side of the field. Just like that, he does again. This time the ball doesn't make it through. It's stopped by the back line of the Bearcats. And they send it clear down to Lander's half of the field with way too much pace, rolls out of bounds. Espinosa's going to have the throw in here. Coming back into the games, number 17, Finn Richards. Number 10, Parker Burton. They replace Wiley and Jacob Rudd. Oh, no, sorry, they replace Sawyer and Jacob Rudd. Richards taken down about the 30-yard line. Tried to go for the spin move there and just lost his footing. Tigers going again here. It's Hansen in the middle of the field. You know just how good of a facilitator he can be. Wiley working the near side. He steals the ball away from the Bearcats. Hansen might have a shot on goal here. He does shoot, and it's collected up this time by the keeper. Good opportunity there for the Tigers, and nice what would you say, defensive offense there from Wiley Knockhazel. Stole it right away from the back line and made a nice pass to Hansen. His shot was just scooped up by the keeper. But like we've seen so far this season, Tigers just around the net all day long. Big push there in the back, sensing a little frustration there from the Bearcats. That was number 22. Just shoved Zachary Fixter after he stole the ball away from him. Can't be doing that. Lozier just beyond midfield now. He's going to gear up and send another pass into the box. Maybe he'll even go for a goal himself. It was a fastball squeaked through and out the back line. We'll have a goal kick coming now from Douglas. If you're just tuning in, 6-1 in favor of the Lander Tigers. Wyatt Holloway with a pair of goals, Finn Richards with a pair of goals, and then the 2 freshmen, Zach Fixter and Josh Lozier, already on the board in their young career. Tigers just not really giving any breathing room. Every time the Douglas team just has any momentum or any time they're streaking towards the goal, it just seems like there's 3 or 4 Tiger jerseys there to stop them. It's got to make Coach Reisig very proud of his team. Just, you know, you're going to give up a goal here and there. You're going to give up a good opportunity here and there, but it's about the 80 minutes of work, and the Tigers have just really taken it to the Bearcats. They've done it as a team, and they've done it as a unit, as you can see. I mean, you've got senior captain Finn Richards, who came into this game with 4 goals. He has 2 more today. But then Wyatt Holloway, his second and third goal, and Zach and Josh, their first goals of the season, just really spreading it around here are the Tigers. Coming into the game will be Dirk Harms. He's going to replace Garrett Romer, the freshman, who has 2 goals himself on the season. Both of his goals came in the first game of the year against Werland. Coming into the game now is number 22, Earl Weitzel. He will replace Zach Fixture, who's played great minutes so far here in this one. Long overhead throw goes out of bounds. Coach Reisick right on the line, almost caught it himself. Had to pull himself back. Now the return throw-ins coming from number 4. It's Landon Jones. He made his first start of the season today here at Bill Busch Stadium. Weitzel working the middle of the field. He's trying to get it back to Burton. Sikel working on foot race here. Zane Espinosa gets himself in the play. Not letting number 15 of the Bearcats have an opportunity there. Zane gets it to Wiley. Wiley back out to Burton. Bad touch there. Slowed down his own momentum. That's okay. Tigers up 6-1. No need to rush here. And definitely no need to foul. Nice slide tackle there by Jones. A little too much pace on that pass as it trickles down to the goalkeeper. He's going to punt it from the top of the box, makes it out beyond midfield. Collected by Zane Espinosa. No, he's just going to let it go out of bounds. He kind of looked like he was going to touch it, but then he just decided to let it go out of bounds. Letting a few more seconds trickle off the clock. Like I said, Tigers in no rush. 21 minutes to go here at Bill Busch Stadium. Handball there by Bearcats, and he even said it himself. It was a pass off of Wiley, just kind of accidentally hit his arm. Long pass here from Hansen, or for Hansen from Lozier. And the goalkeeper wisely came out off of his line to scoop that one up. And as we've seen, the goalkeepers of Douglas just not fielding the ball cleanly with their hands. Even that time, he tried to catch it with his hands, and it bounced off just close enough where he could still grab it, but nearly far enough where Hansen would have had a chance at a goal. Bearcats working something here. Free kick about the 50-yard line. Bounces all the way to Witzke in the goal. He scoops it up. Decides to punt himself. Really heavy touch there by the back line. Number 9. I think he was trying to corral the ball, but ended up just poking it right out of bounds. Coming into the game momentarily will be number 19, Jacob Rudd, the junior, and for the first time, number 9, Grady Phillips. He's a freshman. Haven't seen him yet. I believe he played a few minutes last week against Lyman, but first appearance here today. And here they come, checking in. They will replace number 4, Landon Jones, and number 24, Zane Espinosa. Great minutes there by Zane. Also, of course, by Landon. Landon's got a black headband on. Not sure if that's just cosmetic or if it's one of the soccer concussion bands. Can't quite tell. Maybe that would be why we haven't seen him in the first 2 games. Don't want to speculate, though. Let's see. Tigers now got the ball at midfield. They get it to Earl Weitzel. He's trying to get it up top to Hansen, who's going to go 1-on-3. He goes to the outside. He passes it ahead. No, he doesn't. Yes, he does. Passes it ahead, but it's ricocheted back to his foot. Tigers vying for possession here. Douglas has a good opportunity here. They work that far side of the field, but there's another Tiger there just to steal the ball away just in the nick of time. Jacob Rudd that time. And the heavy pass rolls into the arms of Mason Witzke. Hasn't seen a whole lot of action here today or really throughout the season very much. The Tigers have only given up a total of 4 goals so far in the 3 games that they've played. Weitzel's got an opportunity here. Going to work back towards the middle. Can't do it. Nice defense there by the Bearcats. Harms gets to Hansen about 20 yards out. He gears up and shoots. And off of the goalkeeper's hands again. This time it goes out of bounds. And we'll have a goal kick or a corner kick coming for the Tigers. Coming back into the game is number 20, Wyatt Holloway, number 12, Garrett Romer, and number 13, Sawyer Knockhazel. They're going to replace Sikale, Dirk, and Craig Hansen, who all deserve some much-needed rest, especially Hansen. I mean, holy cow, he's been everywhere in this game, and you could say the same thing about Sikale Lozier on the back end, just stuffing any scoring opportunities. Corner kick just is ricocheted out of bounds. We'll have another corner kick coming from Burton on that far side. Just under the flagpoles, and you can see just how much the wind has picked up here in just a few minutes. Really whipping those flags out there. Short pass is scooped up by Richards. He moves the ball back out to Wiley Knockhazel, who gets it back to Richards. Richards looked like he was going to shoot, but he decides to pass. Tigers in no rush. They move the ball back to Burton. That was Jacob Rudd. Oh. Collision between Holloway and the goalkeeper right at the top of the end zone line on the football field. Incidental, of course. Goal kick makes it all the way to Witzke, who comes out of the box and kicks it back to midfield. Now Burton's in possession of the ball. Slide tackle there by Jacob Rudd. It wasn't Jacob. Can't quite see who it was. Parker Burton. It's going to be a yellow card against Burton, I believe. No, maybe not. I can't quite see. Well, it's going to be a free kick here from the Bearcats. Burton's going to sub out. Coming into the game for him is Zach Fixter. This would be one of the best looks the Bearcats have had so far here in the second half. Ball's about the 12-yard line, clear on the far side. Not sure if they're going to try to score here or if they're going to pass it short. Referee signals. He's ready. They do go short. They get it to number 9, who kicks a low line drive, but it's kicked away there by the Tigers. Richards makes a nice pass down the sideline, trying to get it to Earl Weitzel. Can't make the connection. Now it's the Bearcats who are working their way back down the field. Not before Zach Fixter touches it out of bounds. We'll have a throw in. Bearcats shot rolls into the arms of Witzke, who gets a nice applaud from the Lander crowd. He's done an excellent job here today. Hard to save a penalty kick right in front of the net. That's the only way the Bearcats have scored so far today. 14 and a half minutes to go now. Pass stolen away by number 19. He's running into the box, and he shoots and he scores right past Witzke. Just as I was talking about how the Bearcats haven't had any opportunities to score, they just did there. It was a bad touch by the Lander backline, and it just fell right into the foot of number 19, who squeaked past the last remaining defender and went just to the low and outside corner of the net. That makes our score 6-2 now. Tigers still in full control by 4 goals. Not in a total rush. Just looking down, I see Barton. I keep calling him Barton. His name's Parker Burton. Burton, Harms, Landon Jones, Sekale Lozier, all over here on the sideline getting some much needed rest. That includes Colby Blackburn as well. No, Colby's on the field. Nonetheless, 4 starters for the Tigers are sitting on the bench here, getting a little rest, letting the underclassmen play. It's a good opportunity for that. You got a safe lead with 4 goals. Get the guys in there, get some playing time against a varsity caliber opponent. It's a good strategy there by Coach Brian Reisig. They got quite the involved team. If you look to your right, you just see 3 or 4, 5 Bearcats sitting on the bench. If you look to your left, you see all of the Tigers standing up cheering their team on. That's the type of commitment and teamwork and just culture building that the Tigers have done in just about all their sports the last few years. And it's been really fun to see all this generation of Tigers come through the high school, just adding to the rich heritage of the sports community here in Lander. Would say that probably starts with great coaching staff. Just about all the sports. Seems like everyone works together really nicely here, and everyone gets along. It just makes for a really fun experience for me, broadcasting the games, being a part of not only a successful team, but a team full of really, really good kids. Tigers work in the middle of the field now. Get the ball to Richards, back to the defense. He gets it to Fixter now, who's just trucked in the back. And it is going to be a penalty. Another free kick here right at the 40-yard line. Who's going to take it? Looks like Sawyer is going to take it. Oh, ricochet. And the keepers just, again, keepers of Douglas are not able to catch the ball with their hands. Just seems like they're a little tentative to run out and catch the ball. That one bounced all the way into the keeper's hands and just didn't seem like he quite wanted to reach out and grab it. Hansen almost had an opportunity there to collect the rebound and put it in, which would have been the 7th goal for the Tigers. Coming back into the games, number 11, Gage Hampton, and number 16, Josh Lozier. They will replace Garrett Romer and Wiley Knockhazel. Wiley always gets a rather big ovation from the crowd. He's not the tallest guy out there, but he seems like he plays with quite a big heart. And the Lander faithful likes to see that kind of thing. Touch out of bounds off of Hansen's going to go to the Bearcats. Ten and a half minutes to go here in this one. Tigers up 6-2 over the visiting Bearcats. They're 1-2 on the season. They're likely, unless an incredible pursuit of goals comes here in the next few minutes, they're going to move to 1-3 on the season. Tigers are doing a really nice job vying for that 3rd win, protecting their young and small undefeated season here in 2025. Making a really good impression so far here on the 3A community. Knockhazel gears up from 35 yards out and sends it towards the goal. It goes right through the uprights. And even he says that would have been a nice field goal on the football team. Brilliant strike there. Just wasn't quite able to keep it down low enough. Foot race here going down the left side, and it just trickles out of bounds just before the Bearcat could save it. We'll have a throw in now coming from Sawyer. He goes short to Finn, who has the ball stolen away quickly by kind of a bull in a china shot from number 22. He's just coming in causing damage, and the referee's going to pull him and Knockhazel in together and give them both a warning. But I have to say, I have to side with Sawyer on this one. He was just trying to collect the ball, and 22 just came and gave him a shoulder right into his back. Just being a little bit over aggressive there. I don't think it was malicious. Looks back towards his coach and says, I got it. Nonetheless, throw in here coming from the Tigers. It's going to be Knockhazel. Throws it right to the guy he was pushing with. Couple headers, 1-2 headers now down to Hansen. Touch out of bounds from the Bearcats. Tigers are in no rush here. No need to give up any unnecessary goals here in pursuit of another goal. You already got 6 of them. You're beating the Bearcats by 4. It's been a great game. Coach Reisick got to be proud of his team. They've really showed some grittiness so far here in the young season. They won a 3-2 game in the first game of the season against Worland. Then they came back and smoked Lyman 5-1. And now they're really starting to look like a cohesive unit here in their third game, 6-2 over the Bearcats. And anytime you play a Bearcat team in any sport, boys or girls, it's going to be a physical matchup. And this one has proved to be no exception. Corner kick coming here from the Bearcats. High looping passes, makes it all the way through the defense, but nobody's there to receive it. I've seen that a few times now. Touch out of bounds off of Lander Valley. Fight for the ball must have just bounced off a knee of one of the Tigers. So we'll repeat the corner kick. Here it comes. Well, the Bearcats aren't shy about skying up for the header, rising up above the defense, but the pass is just not quite there. Parker Burton will check back into the game. He's going to substitute for Gage Hampton. Also coming back into the game, senior captain Sekel Lozier. He's going to replace number 9, Grady Phillips, the freshman. Saw his first minutes here today. A lot of things to be excited about concerning these two Tiger teams. You've got experience, you've got athleticism, you've got leadership, you've got youth. Just a lot of really good things going on for the Tigers, not even to mention the incredible school community and the incredible teachers here in Lander. And, of course, the Lander faithful who loves to watch these Tigers dominate on the field. It's been fun so far here in the soccer season. It's going to be a fun season. And I think the Tigers are going to have a nice postseason run. Hopefully the girls can repeat state champions this year. They're certainly looking like they could. Hansen gets to the middle of the field. His left-footed shot just sails wide past the left post and rolls all the way to the back fence behind the high jump pit. I've got a feel for the ball retrievers here in this one. There's only 2 of them, and they're running just as much as the players on the field, chasing down those loose balls. About 5 minutes to go here in this one. Tigers still on the attack. Oh, just another beautiful cross, just a hair too soon. You can tell that the Tigers have been practicing this type of stuff, these far crosses from the wing area. or trying to find someone on the backside. Usually it's Hansen or Holloway coming from the far backside. That time it was Hansen. And you can tell that they're thinking about, hey, the pass might come to this area. I'm going to start moving that way, but it's just barely too much pace on it. But over the course of the season, I'm guessing those kinks are going to be worked out just fine. Touch out of bounds off the Bearcats, goes through the back line. Nice help from the cameraman down there to retrieve that one. Didn't have to do that, dude, but we'll take it. Burton's waiting for a ball. Nobody's going to throw him a ball. They finally throw him a ball, and it rolls off the track. He has to go retrieve it himself. That's fine. Don't mind letting a few extra seconds come off the clock. No big deal. 4 minutes. Here comes Burton's corner kick. High lofting. It's going to go to the back side of the offense. Ooh, we tried for a full bicycle kick there from Hansen. I'm not a soccer guy, and even I knew that was a bicycle kick. And it really he almost got his foot on it before he was kind of shoved by the Bearcat. I think it still was a violation or a penalty of some sort on Hansen. Looks like his foot may have made contact with the Bearcat. Not a big deal. I'm pumped to see something like that. I would love to see a bicycle kick here in a high school game. Props to Hansen for giving it a try. It was a beautiful pass. Looked like something you'd see on TV, but it was just a little bit too high. Gotta respect Hansen. Putting his body on the line for the highlight. Goal kick coming out now. Right off the head of Knockhazel. Tigers work in the middle of the field. About 2 minutes, 50 seconds to go here in this one. Don't think we're going to see any extra time of any sort with the lopsided score like this. Don't remember any injuries. Bearcats look like they'll make one last substitution here. 2.5 minutes to go. Tigers in full control. They're going to move to 3-0 on the season after taking down Worland in the opener, Lyman 2 weeks ago here at home, and then today here against Douglas. Both Tiger teams will play 2 more times this week. The Lady Tigers and Tiger Boys will play Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock versus Powell. And then on Saturday morning, the girls will play at 10 and the boys will play at noon versus the Cody Broncs. All games here at Bill Bush Stadium. Will be the final few games of the homestand before the Tigers go on the road for 5 straight games. Be fun to travel around, see some other stadiums, and see some of the competition around 3A. Soccer season, kind of looking at the schedule, it's going to come to an end rather quickly. You count up all the games in the single season, and then you realize, 3 of them are here in this week. No big deal. Hansen gets to his left foot and shoots, but it goes off of a Bearcat defender out of bounds, so we'll have another corner kick. This time it's coming from Finn Richards. We haven't seen him send a corner kick here yet. Beautiful pass to Hansen, and the ball ricochets around. Who's going to get it? Oh, and it barely squeaks out of the goal. That was like an inch away from crossing the line there. Nice job by the Bearcat keeper to just punch it away. Hasn't had much luck catching the ball in the air, but that time just kind of batted it away. Good strategy, as there was 3 or 4 Tigers with their toes on the line. Could have easily been a 7th goal there. 30 seconds to go here. Bearcats are going to try for one more attempt to get on the board. Their touch goes out of bounds. We'll have a throw-in coming here from the Tigers. It's going to be Blackburn. He goes short to Sawyer. 10 seconds to go here at Bill Bush Stadium. Tigers are going to move to 3-0 behind 6 goals on the game. Just a totally awesome performance here by the Tigers. And there's the double whistle, and this one's over. No surprise here. Tigers took down the Bearcats 6-2. Wyatt Holloway scored 2 goals in the first and the 18th minute. Finn Richards had 2 goals in the 33rd and the 44th minute. And then the 2 freshmen, Josh Lozier in the 30th and Zach Fixter in the 50th minute. That's 6 goals. And the Tigers are just rolling here in the 2025 campaign. That's going to do it for the broadcast here today. Thank you for tuning in to Wild Today Media's YouTube stream of the Lander Valley Soccer games here at Bill Busch Stadium. A reminder, the teams play on Friday and Saturday, both here at home. The Tigers will take on the Powell Panthers at 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock. And on Saturday, they will play against the Cody Bronx at 10 a.m. and 12 noon. We will see you guys here from Bill Busch. My name's Taryn Debley. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to our publisher, Kevin Shields, for making this opportunity available to me. And I just really appreciate the Lander soccer community. Another one bites the dust. This time it's the Douglas Bearcats. And the Tigers move to 3-0. We'll see you guys on Friday afternoon about 2:45. See you guys then.
Credit card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lynn